All right, what's going on, everybody? Shout outs to everybody here. My bad, I had to go out and come back in. Shout outs to everyone in the building. Pastor, what's going on? Raven, Beat Boss, what's going on? UFO Kamikaze, what's going on? Shout outs to everyone here. It's Player Talk Radio. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and support tonight's show. Definitely coming off of a couple of really good shows. What's going on? Mike Matroke in the building, Double M in the building. What's going on? Yes, sir. What's going on, Mike? So yeah, I kind of been holding off on doing this story because I didn't have all the facts. I kind of really, this one kind of slipped through the cracks. But definitely about to give you guys a fire show. So you definitely, hit the like button on the way in. Crush that like button and support the channel. Throw something on it. You know, drop a bag for this knowledge. All right. You said, "Oh, I'm on one tonight." Oh man, right night, right, Raven. All right, let's get it, man. So I already, people mentioned, this story to me, and I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't have too much of the details, and I still don't have too much of the details, but I have an overall, understanding of what's going on and what happened. Okay. Now, when I was only like a quarter informed about what was going on, I already knew. I'm like, oh, here we go again. I'm like, all right. I'm just waiting for the Negro boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Man, I some BS happened. I'm still in Laos. I gotta pay a little thing. I'll be in Thailand tonight. I'll be in Thailand tonight. Shit didn't go the way it was planned, and 'cause I was supposed to get a ride to the border, and like I'm like sitting there waiting for one rider, and because the station was closed when I got there, and like I couldn't find no transportation there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I should have rented a car or something like that, but then I would have to leave it. So I'm like, last minute too, y'all. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just stay here for an extra day, and then I'll go tonight. So and then I look, as soon as that happened, three fees initially were applied: booking fee, a booking fee, cause basically paid for a room, a booking fee. Now I got a what you call it, overstay fee, and it's like three, four, five fees. So I'm pretty upset about that. So if you guys could just hit the like button, subscribe, and support tonight's show, that'll make me feel better because I got to still do content. But it's okay. I'm not upset about it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some Cheez-Its if I can find some. I'm gonna get some old Cheez-Its. She went to Target and started taking. I'm gonna get some Cheez-Its, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, Walt. I definitely want to link up with you out of anybody here. Definitely, definitely we overdue, but it's all good, man. I'm just upset about that, but it's all right. Let's get into tonight's show. I already knew when I heard this story that there was some Negro boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? There was some Negro boogeyman about to be like, oh, here we go. So she's, what I believe is gonna happen is she's gonna file for insanity. You know what I'm saying? She saw some butt naked baby on the road and tried to be some good Samaritan, and tried to save this butt naked baby, and then ran into the woods, and then some mystical nigga appeared out of the woods and abducted her. Like, really? Really? First of all, what's going on, Spawn? First of all, what nigga do you know hangs out in the woods on the side of the road? Second of all, butt naked baby. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason the movie Taken keeps popping up because I'm seeing like all different kinds of comedians do skits on, Taken and some other stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the funny thing is that Cynthia G and sisters are blaming this on black men. And some of the sisters took to social media, and it's like, dog, she's making sisters look bad because black women went looking for her. They were beating on this boogie mystical black man drum also. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't function right until something's blamed on a black man. I'm just gonna say, man, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Raven says SYSBM. If you mention, hey, other races where women are definitely gorgeous and beautiful are wife material, motherfuckers get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Or hey, here's a place where there's beautiful people, not even just women, just beautiful people. This is probably a place where you can vacation and enjoy it and get the hell up out of the game, so you don't have to be subject to stuff like this. And hey, it is what it is. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. As a black man, you do something positive, nobody gives a fuck. They get mad at you. You do something negative, everybody gives a fuck. You go to jail, then nobody gives a fuck, and then they get mad at you. It's just a never ending cycle of bullshit. You know, he said no one's talking about the North Korea dude. I don't know what's going on, Bronze. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. Let's get this show on the road. So that's what happens. You go looking for somebody, and I call it the Scooby Doo effect. Watch people start stealing that too, which they already had a couple years ago. But I call it the Scooby Doo effect. You know, you go look around the mansion and you go search all over the place and stuff like that, and it's like the person that sent you on the goddamn mission. When you go find them and you pull the cloth from over their head, it's them. And it's like, man, if you don't stop wasting my goddamn time, you're wasting everybody's time for attention. How does that happen? And then as a black man, when you say, hey, you know what, this might be a place I can breathe, niggas get mad at you for breathing. So now a whole bunch of sisters are embarrassed. This girl was like, Carlee, we looking for you, and you somewhere eating Cheez-Its. we up here searching for you, high and low, and you stopped on the side of the road and eat. Bruh. The food gotta like, what the hell? What are we supposed to do at this point? Like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. And then let me tell y'all something. Why are sisters mad, man? Why? Y'all promote scamming, and y'all like, oh, scam this, scam that, scam a nigga, scam this, scam. Then when something happens, now you mad. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really don't, man. You said it's the free nigga revolution. We done. It's over. Game over. SYSBM. SYSBM. If you don't want to be if you don't want to be the default blame, yeah. You said once the real women in Thailand get to know you and find us black man and chill, you said they will check for us. I'm not talking about 3 or 4 red light women, right? I feel you. I feel you, man. Definitely, man. You said the Negro ran to Korea and had to be a goofy. You said F him. Here's a fact. Guess what lights up in 24 hours of the DMs? What do you think will happen in those retaliation strikes? Kiss our ass. Oh man. What's going on, Rainwater? Yeah. But shit, as a black man, if you say, "Hey, I want to run to a different corner of the world to relax and breathe," everybody get mad at you. You know, Rogue. Shout outs to Rogus. Rogus was like, "Yo, Kuda, I wanna head to Colombia or Mexico or somewhere." And I'm like, "Hey, man, Colombia got some very beautiful women out there. If that's where you want to go. Hey, I support it. You know, can't get mad at that. You know, but people gonna get mad at that. Oh, why would you go to Colombia or certain places and stuff like that to go look for a compatible partner, or not even go look for a compatible partner, just chill. But if that's what you going for, hell yeah. If I go to Colombia, I just hang out, smoke cigars, and just work. And if somebody's compatible there, most definitely, why not? They not kidnapping themselves and looking up the movie Taken and shit like that. They're not stealing shit from the register and scamming and talking about Amber Alerts intentionally. You know what I'm saying? And probably gonna come back a little bit later and say, "Hey, the kidnappers took my phone and typed that in, and all kinds of shit." Who have to go through all this stupid shit? Like people praise scammers. Like what the hell? What's going on, Supon? People praise scammers. Like what? Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? And City Girl acts of domestic terrorism. I'm just saying, man, that's really what's going on. You said, no, man, I don't got time to be watching. No, I didn't tape any Satan Sinner, the Sinner. No, what happened? What happened with the Satan the Sinner show? The content makes itself now, y'all. You know, it makes itself. But I'm gonna let y'all know, man. You you try to be a good person. You go looking for somebody, and then you find out, hey, it's them. What's going on, Halsey? You said he went in on Cynthia G. Damn. What's going on, Paul? He said, but he took it down. Damn. Probably should have taped that. What's going on, Young Jay? Shout outs to Halsey. Shout outs to Paul. Young Jay in the building. Soup Bone. Yeah, she it the Cynthia going every time something like this happens, they blame it on the boogie black man. There's some boogie black man waiting in the woods, some mythical nigga waiting in the woods, waiting to kidnap you. Like we live in a day and age where like nigga, do you really have to take Coonchi nowadays? You don't have to take no goddamn Coonchi. The fucking victims like you're not trying to you don't want any plot twist. She gonna try to give it to you. Nah, ma'am, I just want your purse. You just gonna sit here and look at all this body? You just don't want it? Nah, I'm starving. I want your purse. I just want the money. I don't want no coochie. Then she starts chasing him. Come here, get over here. He starts screaming. He drops his gun. Help! Help! I just want the money. She trying to give me some pussy. Help! He said, bruh, another woman went overseas and got hands put on her from a white boy from Bulgaria. Yeah, they're not gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about that and bring awareness to it. We gotta talk about it. Why people, man? We live in a day and age where people get praised for you know what I'm saying, scamming, and this is what happens. So instead of the sisters saying, "Damn, you know what? They don't even they don't even come back and apologize and say, damn, you know what? Damn, I kind of was doing too much. I'm not even gonna lie, I was doing too much. Damn, we kind of be blaming everything on black men. It never crosses their mind. So yeah, people are right to go in on Cynthia G and other people because they're so quick to blame black men and stuff like that. They try to tell you how they try to talk as if they can guarantee somebody's mental sanctity and shit like that. I bet you it was a black man that drew her to the brink of insanity. They say everything but what it is. Nah, she trying to scam somebody. Nah, she trying to, get some attention. If her black man at home didn't show her no attention and she did this for attention, it's not her fault, it's his fault. They blame everybody but what the hell the culprit is, their emotions. Women will go through a hot hour of emotions and do some stupid shit or say some dumb shit and throw all their common sense out the window. And all of a sudden it's the boogie black man's problem. Some mythical nigga in the woods is just waiting to abduct you on the side of the road and shit like that. Just niggas just hang out in the woods waiting to abduct black women. That's what we do. That's what we do. We sit in the forest like Final Fantasy with black magic and just stop some woman's car and summon some butt naked baby on the side of the road, and then she gets out of her car trying to be a good Samaritan, and guess what? Mythical nigga swoops in and just abducts her. That's what we get, black man. It's 2023 and mythical Final Fantasy niggas are waiting in the damn woods, ready to cast Izuna and fucking Demi and steal magic on women and abduct them. Vivi is sitting in the woods waiting to abduct your girl, man. On the way from stealing from Target and shit. Man, you can't make this shit up, bro. It's not even Scooby Doo at this point. This is like, this is some, yeah, she was chasing Tommy Pickle. Let me see if I can. Hold on, I got my other phone right here. My bad, y'all. I'm laying in bed. Let me see if I can find the Rugrats theme. Hold on. Let's just see what's going on here. Hold on. Holy shit. Holy shit. Shit. Like she was just driving on the side of the road, and it's like, it. What's the? Is that a baby? Whose baby is stuck on the side of the road? Oh, my mommy instincts are kicking, and I gotta be a good Samaritan and help this baby. What is this butt naked toddler doing on the side of the road? Oh no, it's a mysterious nigga. Oh shit, he just cast still on me. Oh, I'm frozen. Where my Cheez-Its at? Oh, he took he stole me out of my car, but left the cheese. I mean, took the Cheez-Its with him too. Hold on. Uh-oh. Shout outs to Jam Man dropping the huge $5 on the Cash App. Thank you, bro. Shout outs to everybody. Let's keep the support up. Y'all support tonight's show. We got to get to the bottom of this. Where did the baby go? Where did the baby go? It is disgusting at the end because he squirts the screen with the milk. You know, there's something bad in the milk, y'all. There's something bad in the milk, y'all. Come on, man. but black man gets blamed for it. Okay. Okay. Shout outs to Jan Man. Thank you, bro. This is ridiculous, y'all. What are we supposed to do now at this point? ATP, what are we supposed to do now? Oh man. You said, and white people finesse they right to prejudice, prejudge us as criminals. Yeah, I mean, look, there's always some type of the same type of stuff. I hate to say it, the same type of stuff that quote unquote white people can weaponize black men. Sisters can do it way more with impunity. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all some. Let me give y'all some real game on the situation. You know, the same banners that quote unquote racist or suspected white supremacists can or the law, because we've seen this countless times. Those same banners that they can inflict on black men, sisters can do it with impunity. As a matter of fact, they've done it. They've played that card so many times. They've played that card so many times on black men. White people don't even have an interest on playing that card on us. The white people go, if they want to do some racist shit, they got to play it on the back end, because sisters play that card so much within our community. They gave them that banner to pump up the boogie black man. Remember, there was a story a minute ago where this white kid uh basically like he fucked himself up in a parking garage skateboarding. Me and my friends were laughing at it too. There was because we skated and stuff like that. So it was funny. Me, them, and a couple other white kids. Even the white kids were laughing at that shit, right? So don't. I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but let's just keep it 100, right? So he fucks himself up in a parking garage, and like I don't know what happened. Like he knocked himself out and stuff like that. He ended up knocking himself out, and then he was like, "Oh, a bunch of black kids." I guess he lost his money or his board or something like that. He was like, "Oh, a bunch of black kids came in here and beat me up and took my stuff and robbed me and stuff like that." And then they found the footage of this nigga in the parking garage, trying to do something off of something and getting fucked up and just knocked out and just stayed there for like minutes and stuff, and then got up and walked off and shit like that. I guess he lost a skateboard or whatever too. And they blamed it on the black man. And it was like more stories like that year. I forgot what year that was. But it was just more stories coming out of just people blaming stuff on the black man. And then it comes out that it turns out that it wasn't a black man was nowhere near the vicinity or involved. And the fucked up part that I've pointed out is that after all of that, there's no apology to a black man. The kid will get on the computer and be like, you know what, I'm sorry. Yes, it didn't happen. It's crazy, but hey, I'm sorry. That's it. Not, hey, you know what? I want to apologize to the brothers that may have been harmed mentally or spiritually by this incident, and may have felt that damn, because stuff like this is to down morale of black men. And when you have people that really hate your guts just for whatever goddamn reason, just really hate your guts, they will never say they sorry when they made a mistake. That's what animosity does, man. That's what Anna does, That's what animosity does. Just, hey, I literally did just blame this on the class of somebody I don't believe is really a man, but it didn't hurt for me to try it. And then what's fucked up is that when you have people in social media of influence and stuff, uh, you know, um, doing the same thing in droves and stuff like that. When it comes out that it wasn't you, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck. They just go right back. You don't get a chance to sue. You don't get a chance to sue. You don't get a chance to say, hey man, you know what? They be smirching our name. Nah, that's not true. We don't do, you don't get cleared. The boogie black man is always gonna forever be the boogie black man because he's always in the shadows. So we're supposed to believe in 2023 some butt naked toddler. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't be the police. I'll just start asking funny ass questions. Just cause. Oh, what race was the baby? Okay. Did he have on huggies? Did he have on huggies or pull-ups? Like, you know, oh, he was walking on the side of the road. Oh wow. And where did you pull over? Okay. And where were you going to? What were you going to do with this kid? The mysterious kid ran into the woods. Like, what is this? Alone in the dark, bitch? Like, what is this? Is this resident toddler? Like resident? This is Resident Evil. Oh, some mysterious girl that just ran into the woods. Oh, I hope I don't get kidnapped by some mythical nigga here that wants to take my Cheez-Its or my cookies. Did you take the Cheez-Its with you? Did you try to lure the kid to come to your car with the Cheez-Its? Like, what are we supposed to believe right now? You said, yo, Fresh and Fit just did a show in Colombia and kicked the girl off the podcast. That's funny as hell. I'm telling you, Colombia is a hub, man. Colombia is a hub. That's why when that and he's in here right now. Well, she's in here right now. That's when that troll white man with a passport came in here and tried to because see, a lot of the fake passport bros, a lot of them are tricks, and they get mad at a lot of different things. And one thing they try to do, I want y'all to really peep this. All right, I want y'all to peep game. Okay, just how, if y'all wonder how I can bust people out really quick and sniff out the bullshit real quick, let me tell you why. A lot of them get mad when people talk about them or some of the stuff that that they're doing, whether good, bad, right, or wrong, or in my case, trying to give y'all some game. I really don't. You think I give a fuck about calling out a trick or something like that? Like, it happens. Like, look at those women out there. Those are some of the most beautiful faces that fucking the world can offer. And motherfuckers just think, oh, you're just supposed to suck it up. Oh, put it to the side. You shouldn't feel no type of way looking at attractive people. All right. First of all, attraction has no choice. Okay, attraction really has no choice. If somebody's attractive, they're attractive. Okay, I'm not just gonna abandon being a fucking human being and throw common sense out the window and be like, hey, that there's beautiful women there. If you really want to settle down and get some shit going, that's probably where you want to go. Okay. Now, we were watching a video yesterday, and a white man with a passport came in, and so he says he's a white man with a passport. Came in and started saying whatever, right? Came in and started saying whatever. Hold on, y'all. I gotta catch up on these comments. Came in and started saying whatever. They be wanting you. Listen. If tricking is good, or you're doing your passport thing, and you're going places to go into shanty towns or do whatever you want to do, and go to the blade and go have sex with women. Cool, do that. But a piece of them feels bad about it, so they have to try their darndest to include other people in what they got going on, so it can justify why they're doing what they're doing. So I always sniff that out. I'm like, bruh, if because I'm cool in groups, but I'm a loner. So I don't get into like the group politics and stuff like that. Hey, if I'm doing it, a group of niggas got to start doing it too. No, no, no. Actually, I don't want a group of niggas doing it, because to a certain degree, it devalues or it brings heat to something else. So anyway, long story short, niggas was like, oh, look at you're talking about the same thing that you get on Passport Brothers for, because apparently he felt some type of way that I said that, hey, you know what I'm saying, if I go to Colombia, yeah, that will be definitely the spot where I can see myself retiring and just say, hey man, fuck it, start a family or chill or whatever. For some reason that makes people mad. I don't know why that makes people mad. What's wrong with that? Colombia is a hub. They got cigars. They got nice places, beautiful women, and food and all kinds of different stuff, just like anywhere else. I'm in the same place where stuff like that happens. But I said Colombia, that's a spot. What's wrong with that? You can see, no matter what you do as a black man, you're gonna be guilty of something. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Okay, so you know what? I should just stay in Baltimore and choose some woman that lives behind a trash can, try to roll up my own cigar and struggle every day going back and forth to work. Cool. That's what my existence should be. You know? Oh, don't feel some type of way about a beautiful face and an accommodating smile. Don't feel no type of like it never ends. It never ends. And I never and people like to put words in your mouth. He was like, "Oh, you said you were gonna pick up a streetwalker." When the fuck did I say that? I clearly stated several times too. I would stay on the outskirts of Medellin and live in the countryside and just sit out there, enjoy myself, and relax. The fuck. But see, people want you to. They want you to get into the stuff that they're into, that they don't know how to do well. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know who y'all be thinking y'all talking to. I got all of that shit up out of my system. You know what I'm saying? I got all of that shit up out of my system. Okay, I've been doing this for a long fucking time. So you're not telling me nothing that I don't already go outside, live, do, done, or know. You know, people think that they're bringing stuff to my attention. Like, nigga, if you don't sit back and just listen to the damn show and stop pontificating, stop pontificating, I'll be far removed from a lot of the stuff I talk about on my show. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. Stop it. Get some help. You know, get some help. And for some reason, I don't know why Colombia is the fucking pop word of the year. Because people, I don't know why people feel some type of way about Colombia. You know, you better move safe while you out there. You know, you said phony hawk. That is funny as hell. And you said police said she stole toilet paper from work. Yeah, I mean, come on now. You know, you said we get shit by the police, lied on and arrested, and can't even sue. Yeah, you can't even sue. There's no banner. Yo, she just defamed a whole group of black males and stuff. Look, at some point, I'm telling you, wait for the boogie black man effect. Wait for the boogie black man effect. You know, what's going on, Hot Rod? You said watch the STD when you leave the U.S. in Asia here, where I am. A box of condoms costs more than a meal. Find local women, party girl. Find local women, party girls. Body count is 10 times of that of black women. Trust me. Yeah, they be in the go-go bars and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Walt will tell you. You know, go down to Terminal 11 and stuff like that. That strip that I was running up and down asking where the passport bros at. Go down there. You know. Go down to Terminal 11. Go down to Nana. You know what I'm saying? It's a hashtag. It's like 4 different blocks you could walk up and down. That's where they were trying to really, really send y'all. I got some folks down there, man. I got some folks down there. You know, my name good everywhere. You know, but that's what it is, man. That's where they sending y'all. You know, go ahead. Go trust some tuk-tuk drivers while you're at it. Tell the man while you got your luggage and your suitcase in the taxi. Tell the man in the taxi to take you to the bitches. Say it just like that. I think he's gonna take you straight to jail. Jail? No, no, bitches. Jail? Bitches. Jail. Take you to jail. You know. Embrace the inner trick. Yeah. Yeah, but nah, Colombia is the spot. You just gotta know how to move. That's all. Like anywhere else, you gotta know how to move, Like anywhere else, man. But if you a passport bro or something like that, the places I'll tell you to go, man, go to the DR, even though they fucking that up too. Go to Mexico. Just go to, you can, nigga, you can go anywhere. Like, I don't know why people just think that people are living life in these little spots. People are everywhere if you want to go. But if you don't want to get that shit blown in your face, don't go to Colombia. If you don't want to, you just like, you gotta learn how to move, man. You can't, you gotta pick a struggle. You can't be a trick and not really have no type of game. You know what I'm saying? I understand some of y'all want to take a break from the sisters because they doing too much. They doing too much. You know what I'm saying? They doing too much. You said they don't even speak much English in Colombia. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. You're gonna find some women that do, or or learn a new language. I'm learning Thai. I'm learning a bit of Thai and Lao at the moment as we speak. But it is what it is. Shout outs to Walt. He said DJ Kuda told the truth. Right about Thailand. I've been there for 6 months and homie gave game. Yeah, I was giving game for a minute, man. Cause see, the reason why people go to, let's say, quote unquote, Latin America is because, yeah, they got, they is very, those women down there are gorgeous. And then they're mixed, like, all right, let me give y'all the game. Let me give y'all the game, because a lot of people seem to be willingly ignorant. Those are black women down there and brothers, but they're mixed in. Okay, when you have like the stuff going on in Haiti and in Jamaica and Hispaniola, whatever you want to call it, like in all in that region and stuff like that, the genetic splicing and the mixing and all of that other stuff, and the slaves coming in and certain stuff, it's a mixture of different types of black people and white people. And the reason why, like, if you ever, like, if you live in America and there's a disdain for a lot of our Hispanic brothers and sisters and stuff like that, and why they say Haiti's like a hellhole and all this other stuff, and the Clintons done fucked up Haiti, and all the people done, pillaged and did all kinds of stuff down there, and just the mixing and the genetics and stuff that's going on down there. A lot of people don't, a lot of elites, that that's talking about race and stuff, they really don't like, uh they kind of really despise Mexicans and our Latin brothers and sisters from South America, because first of all, it's a nigga that knows how to speak Spanish. Them people ain't from Spain. Okay. So not only did they overthrow y'all, kick y'all out of a lot of their countries and started their own stuff and unionized together. And there's a lot of corruption and stuff. We get it and stuff. Nobody's perfect, all right. Struggling and stuff, and learn how to communicate with each other, and embrace their roots and stuff like that. Some of y'all niggas should go to Colombia and go to the towns that Marco was showing, like Choco and all these other different places and stuff like that. You'll learn, actually it do you a better service as a black American to actually go down there and learn about your history down there. They still got a lot of those slave artifacts and things intact. And on some of the shores in Mexico, they still got the hooks and the stuff laying in those boat ports, those old boat ports and stuff, where they used to hook the slave boats from. When the slave boats used to come in, when they used to run those boat routes and stuff all throughout the Gulf of Texas and all them places. Man, come on, man. Like, who are we kidding right now? The Moors and stuff like that. There was Moorish people in those places. When Spain, man, look, I'm not even, like, y'all go do y'all history, man. To be the first people to come up here, ADOS and FBA and Tether, and be using all, and don't know nothing about none of that shit down there. When Esteban led Christopher Columbus to Hispaniola, he was not enslaved by Christopher Columbus. The shit was still going back in. Shit was still going on back in Spain. He led him over there. There was black people already over here that we had communication with, right? Esteban ended up going through Mexico and then going curving north, and he went through I think Arizona, and then he got killed either in Arizona, North Arizona, or New Mexico by either an Indian tribe, if I'm not mistaken, an Indian tribe, or some black Indians, black Native Americans. Okay, so do your history, and then go do your history on Haiti and Rochambeau and all them cats down there and stuff like that, like how they were colonized and stuff like that, and they speak a whole different language. It's a L that a lot of elites don't want to hold, because they technically got overthrown. They technically lost. They technically start. This is why you got weird shit going on. When I type in the Black Manosphere, this is why FD Signifier's weird ass pops up, and then some weird patois speaking zesty guy pops up in America. This is why you got all those people. I forgot the name of that lady, but she got her husband from Jamaica, and she didn't think he was gay. And then as soon as she got him in America, this nigga start sashaying and wearing her heels and shit and doing stuff. Yes, because you see a gay man, but no, there's a whole history behind that. America's so trivial with stuff. So do your homework, man. Please, it'll help y'all. Go figure out where capoeira and fucking jujitsu and all them fighting styles come from. Back in the day in Japan, they had black people here whipping ass. Like, come on, man. Look at all. Oh, man, look. I'm about to start uploading a lot of footage. Walt will sit up here and tell you, go look at all them damn statues that's up and down here in Thailand, Laos, and all these other places in the Golden Triangle, and see if it looks like the people that are there. A lot of them statues are black men. Black men. There's black people here where I'm at. Yes. Jesus peace. 48 minutes in tonight's masterpiece. Y'all make sure y'all support tonight's show. Hit that like button. Throw something on the Cash App. We've been cooking for the last four episodes. Straight up 4 episodes. Let's get it, man. So now you got this sister that literally tried to scam. Like, people aren't even like, why are you hitting a lick with the box nowadays, bro? Why are you hitting a lick with your phone nowadays? Really? Your phone is one big snitch. Niggas be like, oh, I don't want somebody to dox me or put my information on. Nigga, you give the internet your information anyway. Facial recognition. You don't think that's nigga, they don't, that's all the information they need. Niggas think, oh, I'm secretive. No, you're not. No, you're not. We gotta, like, come on, man. And then people be so surprised. Oh my God, how they knew it was me. So your phone has a pedometer. Like, y'all not been listening to all the shit I've been talking about with the YNW Melly case? How they're using a pedometer, how they're using all kinds of different stuff to track your location. They can pinpoint your location. Your phone signal bounces off a tower, for God's sakes. A tower. You turn your phone off, but how do you know if it's actually off? I want y'all to do me a quick favor. I want y'all for a week, say roller skates. Just keep saying roller skates, roller skates, roller skates. Think about roller skates. Dream about roller skates. Imagine roller skates. They could be any type of skates you could think of. Just roller skates, roller skates, roller skates. And then one day throughout the week, go to your search bar, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Google, whether it's on YouTube, and just put the word R into your search bar and see if roller skates don't be the first one or three that pops up. How do you think AI technology is getting all this information? When YouTube shut down, I think a year or two ago for like because YouTube, Facebook shut down too, and Instagram shut down. So because they're all connected, right? Google and shit, and Facebook owns Instagram. They whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Them niggas were mad for a completely different reason. Now, of course, y'all were mad because y'all couldn't access social media, but they were mad because do you know how much? Of course, it disrupted business, but do you know how much information they lost? The money's not even in subscriptions and all that other stuff. The money is in information, human interaction, human behavior online. The mechanical and the organic. The mechanic and the organic. How does the organic utilize the mechanics? The gray area between that, y'all, is technology. Technology. Your behavior versus an algorithmic behavior is different, but both can be manipulated if you were to put two and two together through technology. Okay? You think you're using the internet. You're really not. We only use like 12, 11% of the actual real internet. Okay? You're using a interface that's on the internet. You're using an interface that utilizes the internet. You are not really using the internet. Okay? Every single Google engine and search bar and all kind, you're using something that utilizes the internet, but you are not using the actual internet. All right? There's people on the dark web that use more of the internet than the average person. The average person does not utilize the internet nor uses the actual internet. You're using a fucking interface that's on the internet. Facebook uses the internet, but you are on Facebook playing by Facebook's rules and their use of the internet. That has to be explained to you. You know, it's a don't that they call them domains. There's different ways to do the same thing, but you're using somebody else's shit that happens to be on the internet. Okay, there's a lot of things that's on the actual internet that Google does not pick up or won't show you. Okay, and I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm just being a truth teller. A little birdie told me. All right. Shout outs to Mr. Miami. Shout outs to Walt. Walt said black men need to know that we have no rights. When you leave the U.S., you are a tourist and you'll be scammed and treated as such. Yeah, you are a foreigner. We're not we're not used to being a foreigner or an immigrant. You're not used to any of that, And you said facts. People still look dark skinned, and people still look in the dark. People still look in the dark skinned Thai people, nose and all. Yeah, all of these statues in Japan and certain places in Southeast Asia and stuff like that. These are statues of black people. You know what I'm saying? These are statues of black people. Go to Cambodia, go to Phnom Penh, go to all these other places. Vietnam, black people. These are black people. Okay, it happens. Look at what's going on in Egypt right now. Them niggas are getting tired of defending some shit that don't even look like them. They got to be step protectors to mummies that don't even look like them. If they want to keep the tourism and stuff and people coming in. That's why them grave robbers and them people over there really don't have no remorse. They don't have no remorse because these people don't look like you. So you don't feel like you're damaging your history, if not history at all. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing to think about, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Okay, 22 people in the building. Hit the like button on the way in. Y'all know the drill. Support tonight's show. Okay, so getting back to the topic. All right, just giving y'all some history and stuff like that. Our history really ain't no mystery. It's just, you know, do y'all want to do your homework? Do you even care? 25 people in the building. Hit the like button. Support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. We're going into stuff that a lot of people don't talk about. Okay, do you even care? You know. So now, I at some point, black people, we're moving towards being hermits for whatever reason. You're supposed to believe that this woman, she's gonna use the mental card that she's not mentally well. She has not been prescribed no medicine and stuff like that. She's stealing, because a lot of people do stuff for attention. She's stealing from work. She's looking up all kinds of crazy shit, and on her devices, which shows that she has clear sense. So I don't know who's gonna really I don't know who's really gonna pursue this pursue this case. But they're like, listen, man, we done put in all this effort to try to find your crazy ass. You talking about you saw a butt naked baby on the side of the road, and then next minute you walking off into some woods or something. They basically saying, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. They're basically saying that while she was on the phone with them, she traveled like 6 football fields or something like that. So they even tracking her while she's talking to them. So she's getting tracked while she's getting tracked while she's speaking to whoever. They're tracking her. They start tracking her, and there certain things ain't adding up with what she's saying. And then what a lot of sisters aren't gonna bring up is that her boyfriend, who's like a spiritual man, they full of shit. They believe he believes in in the Lord and stuff like that, whatever, right? He's like, oh, my girl back home, blah blah blah. The sisters are gonna poke at him because how dare you be a spiritual Negro and your girl is doing all this kind of stuff. Anyway, what I'm saying is that they're gonna poke at everybody, but who the hell it is. And people do certain things. People do certain things for attention. It's a cheap form of getting attention and stuff like that. You looking you looking on your you looking on your phone about, could you get in trouble, or can you pay for an amber can you pay for an Amber Alert and all this other stuff. So you're fixing to disappear. And it's like it's so weird. Hold on, y'all. What the hell is going on? I'm gonna have to switch to my hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch to my laptop. Shit acting stupid. All right. So anyway, Shorty just she doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't and for what? I don't I really don't care or no. All I know is that it's gonna fall back on black men. Everybody wants to blame black men for everything. Like for some reason, we're just supposed to be mediocre. We're just supposed to accept anything. Motherfucker will blame World War III on you, and then come to find out it's not you, it's them. And you don't even get a my bad card. You don't even get an IOU. You don't get a, you know what? You don't even get a fucking cookie. You don't even get a box. You don't even get a fucking Cheez-It out of the damn box. You don't get a Cheez-It. You get sent to court, and the judge get told he's it. He's the person he's the person that's doing this to us. And then look, and then all of a sudden, when somebody's not mentally right, you're supposed to be in charge of their mental sanctity. Because if you drove them to a mental breakdown or whatever the hell they got going on, like you gotta take, when women do the most on their own accord, you gotta take responsibility for some shit so you ain't even tell her to go do. Zion, I tatted your name on my face because I love you so much. I ain't tell you to go do that. Well, now now you have to hire a lawyer because I'm mentally going through it, and you should have loved me and did all this stuff that bitch, you did this on your own. I'm mad at you because I feel some type of way. What? What? And this is the hustle, y'all. This is what the lawyers will fuck around and tell their client, yo, do a bunch of irrational shit. So when you got to go get that tattoo and all that shit removed off your face or whatever, you can sit back and say, this person put you through mental anguish. This person caused mental damage to you for some shit you went and did by your damn self. Nigga, you be at home chilling or balling in the gym, and all of a sudden the tab is growing. And people will run up a whole tab. And the world will know it's bogus. But that in a court of public opinion, that will not stop them from judging you or saying he must have did something. He must have had something. If it turns out that no boogie black man took this black woman, oh, her boyfriend did something. It's her boyfriend. You know? Shout out to January, man. Thank you for dropping the 5 on the Cash App earlier. He said, Kuda, black women are taking advantage of their time in the spotlight. He said, Kuda, are black women taking advantage of their time in the spotlight, or are they blowing it? They've been blowing it. And this is about attention. Give me 1 second. Let me switch over. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, they've been blowing it, man. Everything is the black man's fault. You understand what I'm saying? You're in charge of another adult's mentality, so to say. You're in charge of her mentality. If she can't mentally keep it together, it's your fault. And everybody's like, "Oh, she's gonna go to jail, and the feds are involved." And man, listen, that woman ain't go. She's about to. She's not even gonna go to a damn asylum. She's not about to go nowhere. And as a matter of fact, she probably gonna get a check. All she got to do is plead insanity. All she got to do is plead insanity and say she wasn't diagnosed. That's it. Plead insanity and say, yo, I was not diagnosed. That's really it. It's fucked up. It's going to get blamed on you, whether you had something to do with it or not. And nobody and nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your mental. And to tell you the truth, you can't even go get help as a black man, and damn near you can't get them as a black woman also. But y'all don't care. Y'all assimilate with the government for the most part. You can't go get help as a black man because you got to be under the constant fear that somebody is running tests on you. When black people go to the hospital, you can't help but feel like a guinea pig. They start doing shit to you they don't do to nobody else. Okay, Marcus, we're gonna have to stick this thing in your ass. Nigga, what? I just came here to get some pills for my mental. You got to do what? And you're not supposed to feel no type of way. Get the fuck up out of here. Then the doctor looking at you like you tripping. Like, nigga, I came here to get some fucking pills and go on about my damn business. I came for some over-the-counter shit. You talking about some sticking some shit in my ass. What are you talking? What's wrong with you? What type of shit you got going on here? We can't even get regular medical attention and shit like that. You got to go, nigga, you got to go into the woods and go find some mythical nigga to get help. Fuck a bitch. You got to go into the woods and rub logs and step on leaves and shit and eat random berries and shit to go get help. You can't get help here, no black man. Niggas asking me why I come to Thailand. Because, nigga, let me walk into one of these woods. Shit. I'll find what I'm looking for. Shit. So we're supposed to believe that this woman driving on the highway saw some butt-naked baby on the side of the road because, you know, her maternal instincts kicked in. And then some staff-wielding mythical nigga just kidnapped her and just did some crazy shit to her overnight or wherever the hell she was. Like, niggas can't even scam right. And they put our face at the helm of almost everything. I forgot this dude's name, but I was on a live stream not too long ago with DJ Academics, and we were talking about this rapper that the scam rapper. Because, you know, remember that little wave where you had a couple of scam rappers? You got TJX6. Actually, he ran up on TJX6. You had Cashier Quan. I forgot this dude's name. I think he's from Dominican Republic or something. I forgot his name. Hold on. Because, you know, they put us as the face of scamming, right? Hold on. Forgot this guy's name. Hold on. His name was Punch Made Dev. Couple of days ago, Punch Made Dev put out a whole fucking song, literally, basically rapping a method on a whole fucking song. So for y'all that's not up to date on how this shit works, a method is basically a set of instructions on how to scam and get away with it. So what people do is a lot of people. What they do is that if they know somebody that can do something, the scammer doesn't have to. The scammer can make money on the back end by literally selling a method. Okay, and whatever he wants to charge for that method, you understand what I'm saying? He can make as much money off of a quote unquote method. All right. So what the scammer does is he'll sell you a method, which is a series of instructions on how to get money. And get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Even the shit that Punch Made Dev made, I saw the video and stuff like that. Man, that's too much instructions, bro. You might as well go get a job, dog. Or go cut grass or some shit like that. Nigga, you ask me for a method, go down to Home Depot with $100, go get you a gas lawnmower or a goddamn electric lawnmower and plug that shit in and go cut grass, bro. At least at the end of the day, you walk away with a goddamn landscaping business. Go cut grass, my nigga. Go cut grass, bro. You know, what's going on, little Shirley? Shout out to little Shirley in the building. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. The whole family in the building tonight. All right. So, you know, attention. What's going on, Tez? Attention is currency to women. So don't be surprised if attention is a part of the pie when someone is scamming. I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds dumb, but it makes all the sense. Kuda, why would somebody scam for attention? There's a lot of people that's scamming for attention. You just know it as something else, and it's called clout. It's called clout. Of course she was out cheating. I didn't even get to that part yet, Tez. Of course she was out cheating. She with a church nigga. And the thing is that the story that the public is getting, if you think about it, the story that the public is getting, y'all, is an alibi for him. If a nigga really want to be dead on serious, the boyfriend should actually rise to the occasion. The boyfriend should rise to the occasion. Why you say that, Kuda? Because basically the alibi that the world is getting is what she's telling him. See, when you're this quote unquote God-fearing man, you know, you can't be accusatory. For some reason, especially if you're a Christian, you're supposed to just throw you're supposed to just throw your you're supposed to just throw your common sense out the window and use God as a scapegoat for everything. You know, y'all gotta see the letter her boy, the fucking BCR her boyfriend put up on the internet, man. Y'all support tonight's show, man. We about to go in, man. You can support tonight's show at $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. You can also utilize the super chat and the PayPal, man. Oh, yes. You can also utilize the super chat and the PayPal. Okay? So she probably did get knocked up by a minor. That's not, that's not out of the norm. Oh, let me share this. That's not out of the norm, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Shout outs to hold on, y'all. I saw something on the I think on the Pascal show. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Look at this. Y'all drop something on the Cash App. Let's go. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Let's go over this. Look at this.
The boyfriend deleted all the social media with them together on his social media. Man. And so it begins. Dang.
PASC.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. And also, don't forget to hit that like and follow button on Facebook if you're watching this show for the first time as well. Okay? Be greatly appreciated. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. Oh my damn. Oh my damn. Okay, guys, this is getting crazy. All right. Let me just say that really quick. Things are getting crazier. Things are starting to even it's already been off the rails, but now the wheels are just starting to fall off. Okay. It's just going down in a barrel of burning cat piss. I'm just being real. It's absolutely insane. Now we're hearing that the boyfriend deleted all likeness of her, any photos with him, any video with him. He deleted all that stuff. Any of it that had to do with him and her, deleted, guys. That is insane. But also there's more stuff in her social media that gives us a little bit more of a glimpse into what her mindset was before she disappeared, right? Before she saw the baby, okay? Yeah, the baby in a diaper, okay? On the side of the road. And then with Cheez-Its and a handful of granola bars, she just ran into the darkness, right? And then she got lost. Real talk. Before all that, even before the searches on her Googles on her phone and the Googles at her work computer, okay, which basically said something along the lines of how to steal money from a register without getting caught, and so on. Oh, and the movie Taken, okay, some Liam Neeson's, okay. But now we got more information, which is crazy to me. So let's look at this title really quick. So Carlee Russell's tweets about not feeling wanted, cheating on, and her job before she vanished, and claimed she'd been taken or abducted, as her boyfriend deletes his appeals for information and all photos of them together. But I want to remind you guys, he did put up a photo, and he put up a whole big old thing. Look at them all like nice and cuddly together. Aren't they happy? Right? Right? Are they supposed to be happy? I think so. But he put this on his Instagram.
Because see, when they hear this story, and when I say they, Cynthia G and whomever, they're going to say, oh, black men's excessive cheating has grown her, has pushed her to this limit, to where she has to do this for attention because it was a cry out for help. Oh yes, it was a cry for help. Like, come on, man. Beat boss. Come on, y'all.
All right. The very night, if I'm correct, when she came home knocking on the door, right? She came home knocking on the door. Just a quick reminder. He said all these things like, I want to thank God, and I want to thank my teammates and my church mates, and thank you all for praying. I want to thank everybody for holding it down. And then he also said, on top of that, he said she was literally fighting for her life. Let me just zoom in on this. Woo. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. And so she is, so until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at this very moment. That's what he put in on the Instagrams. Okay? He did say that. But now, them things be gone. He took it all out. Okay? If you don't believe me, let me show you guys. As you can see, this is his account. Last we checked. He's got a pretty hefty following, 35, almost 36,000 followers, y'all. But look at this, real talk. It stops. Now, I don't know what he previously had on this account, okay? I'm just going to say that really quick, just to keep it a buck. I don't know what he had on this account before all this went down. I don't know if he had a buttload of photos with her and videos and all kinds of content with her or not. I don't know. But all I do know is, real talk, do we see her in this?
Yeah, somebody said the wig gave her away. What's going on? Shout outs to JJ in the building. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. We got a poll going. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on the poll. Let's go.
To me,
get y'all booty to the poll. No homo.
He seems solo dolo. I'm riding solo. You know what I'm saying? Ever since police came out with all that information, which was pretty damning. Let's not forget, that stuff was pretty damning. He was real quick to take all that stuff down and delete everything and say, yo, I'm done. So let's take a look at this article, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot more in here. And of course, there are tweets in here of hers. I mean, you don't put out breadcrumbs if you're planning on possibly disappearing or, you know, trying to fake a disappearance. There's a lot of things. I even tweeted one of her tweets and I said, man, this aged like milk. Let's look at some of this stuff here, okay? As we know, all right? And as we are starting to find out, Carlee Russell complained about not feeling wanted, cheating, and how she was fed up with her job just days before she vanished and then reappeared.
No, it's something else where they were saying the wig gave her away.
Oh, I'm here, Mom and Dad.
The Carlee Russell chick. Not Cynthia G. I got what you were saying, though.
You know what I'm saying? So continuing, claiming,
and Cynthia G was blaming it on black men.
Kidnappers who snatched her from an Alabama interstate. The 25-year-old is now facing tough questions from the Hoover Police Department after returning to her parents' house with a cut lip but no other injuries on July 15th. She is still staying quiet, y'all. Like, let me just say this again. She is still staying quiet and refusing to sit down with police after triggering a widespread manhunt, grabbing national headlines and terrifying her loving family after disappearing on July 13th.
Yeah, now, she's again, okay, little Shirley. She's okay, little Shirley. She had everybody looking for her. She said she saw a baby on the side of the road and all of a sudden got snatched up on the interstate. Like, what?
Still has not sat down with 5-0. When she came home, that was the 15th. Today's the 20th. You're telling me, as far as the recording of this video, today is the 20th, and she still hasn't sat down and told them anything. What is she claiming right now? Is she still claiming that she's trying to heal mentally? We all know what happened here, and we're going to see more proof here too in a second. It's unbelievable. All right, we already know she had called 911 and then called a relative claiming she pulled over, seeing a kid on the side of the road, a toddler, a white baby in a white shirt and diapers, just moving faster than the Flash. Let's not forget that too. Now, of course, this is the boyfriend, or I guess now maybe the ex-boyfriend. All right. Seemed like they were happy together. Now, this stuff is crazy. I'm going to be censoring a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to be using code words. So fair warning. But these allegedly are from her Twitter. Okay. N-words will risk everything for a garden tool. Scrippers, etc. Painful. You want to know something interesting? Look at that date right there, guys. Look at that date. That was June 17th of this year. I always say one thing I won't do is stay with someone who cheated on me like you went and had an ass with someone else and think it'll be sweet one day. Hell no. Laughy face.
See, so what I told you is a lot different, y'all. It's a lot different. See, when men are hurting, they harm. I mean, a lot of people, they do suicide, but when men are hurting, they harm other people and people around other people. When women are hurting, they will put themselves in harm's way or something to see if someone cares about them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna slash myself, and me slashing myself somehow is gonna hurt you. Are you gonna do something about it? Like man, look. I've had a story where I broke up with somebody, and then next minute I'm getting a call, this person's in the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck? What is it now? Oh, she overdosed on pills. And now she's in the hospital. The fuck? You know? Oh, this person tried to slit their wrist. Oh, this person tried to do this. Oh, this person tried to do that. They will harm themselves or do something to themselves to get back at you. And then what's fucked up is that in the court of public opinion, people will look at you and say, oh, you did something. As to why she would do that. Instead of saying, yo, she's a whole able-bodied person. She, you know, whatever. You know, she got a brain. She can think for herself. Of course, being cheated on doesn't feel good. Of course, being, you know. But come on now. And what about the good sisters that was like, oh, there's a black woman that's really going through something. She may need help. Let's get together. You know, we're not doing nothing this weekend, or let's call work or something. Let's go look for this woman. So now they're gonna try to X out what she did and focus on the boogie black man, because there's two boogie black mans in this story, y'all. All right, we walking this down. Y'all support tonight's show. It's two boogie black men in this story. If they can't find the people that quote unquote abducted her and kidnapped her and impregnated her with this baby, maybe. I don't get it, y'all. Just think about the variables in this story. There's two babies allegedly. The one that she saw on the side of the road and the one that could be in her stomach. And there's two boogie black men. The one that cheated on her and drove her to do this, and the one that abducted her on the side of an interstate, because this mythical niggas just hang out. We not on the block no more. We hang out on the interstate, in the woods. And then you got two babies. The one that she chased and the one that she's probably having. Can't make this shit up, y'all. Can't. They said she might be pregnant. Can't make this shit up. So let's go.
I'm still wondering what date that was posted. But
the whole time she just went somewhere and got some dick. Probably. She went somewhere, got some dick, and disappeared for a couple of days. For a weekend, basically. 2 days. Let's go.
We're slowly going into July, if you notice. Okay? Everyone wants to feel wanted. This was at 4 o'clock, 4:08 in the morning on July 8th. Insane. Moving on. This is another one this is going back, but June 18th. Okay? You think you have a bond with someone until they show you never did. That was on June 18th. So she had a cruel summer. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue on. July 8th. 4 hours after the other one. Everyone wants to feel wanted. She tweeted, "My job is really starting to get on my dang nerves," rolling eye emoji, whatever you want to call it. And that was 4 hours, a little over 4 hours after she tweeted the one of everyone wants to be wanted. Interesting, right? Interesting. Now, what's interesting about this is, I mean, are the rumors really coming out to be true right now? Are the rumors really coming out to be true right now? That's the thing, y'all. Like, what the hell? What in the hell is going on? Like I said before, some of the rumors that we heard that were all over the internet streets, I mean, let's be real. I thought a lot of it was fake. I thought all of it was fake until the police confirmed a good portion of it. Now we're hearing this, and there's a lot of rumors flying around here about, jealousy, infidelity, so on and so forth. Now I'm wondering, is that part really true? Are majority of the rumors true right now? Damn. Moving on. I mean, this stuff paints a very interesting picture, don't you think? All right. So we already know about all this other stuff, okay? And we already know that she was out here. She has yet to answer the detectives, and her parents have not commented since the police revealed their doubts about her claims. And I'm going to talk about the parents here in a second, but we need to go back into the boyfriend. Carlee's boyfriend, Tomar, who had been frantically appealing for updates, okay, appears to have gone sour on her. He deleted everything, as I just showed you guys. After that press conference, that bombshell press conference that we all saw, jaws dropped, okay, taken, Cheetos, no, not Cheetos, Cheez-Its, and granola bars, for crying out loud, all right? Tomar scrubbed all mention of Carlee from his Instagram and Facebook accounts. Even his Facebook's for family, baby. Damn. That's insane. He has not only deleted his posts about her disappearance, but he has also erased every photo of her and them together. They had been there before, guys. That's insane. Now, from what they said, they recently visited New York City over 4th of July weekend. This is a photo, if I'm correct, of her. I guess that's her in Times Square. And this is obviously a very famous photo. It's been shared so much. He even put out a post saying, everyone, please share this post. My girlfriend has been kidnapped tonight in Hoover, Alabama on the interstate, and her phone, Apple Watch, and purse was all inside her vehicle still. If anyone sees her anywhere, please let me know. Please send your prayers up for her and ask the Lord to continue to protect her. Now, no matter what, if he was out here just, knocking the boots, like if he was out there doing some stuff on the sly, okay, if he really was, I get it. Like, he's a dog, but at the same time, he didn't deserve this. No one deserved this, okay? No one, all right? And if this was her way, if the rumors are true, I don't know if they are. I'd rather see it factually. But if the rumors are true, man, you just don't do this just because you got cheated on or you're in a lover's spat or whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? This is not a way to teach your lover or your boyfriend or your significant other a lesson. This is no way to do that. This is so bad. And you have this man losing his mind, freaking out, trying to find out where you are and if you're safe, losing sleep, being accused of taking you, so on and so forth. It's bad. Okay. It's really, really bad. He has not commented publicly since police started poking holes in his girlfriend's story, ex-girlfriend's story, right? While he made loving appeals for information about her whereabouts, Carlee's Twitter account suggests all was not well in their relationship in the weeks before the ordeal. So again, the rumors could very well be true. There was rumor, and there has been screenshots and stuff like that being shared all over the internet streets, basically saying something about maybe some infidelity with an exotic dancer. I'm trying to be, got to use these code words, guys. Maybe he did. Maybe he got caught with his his hand in the cookie jar. I don't know. But again, now it's starting to look like that could very well be it. This is insane. This is insane. Okay. She complained about men throwing everything away for we already talked about this. Okay. Now, she said on the 13th of July, today was a great day. God be looking out. I'm telling you. That was on the 13th of July. Again, yeah, I want a family now. Crying emoji or bawling emoji. July 13th. That was a
baby fever whipping her ass. Baby fever whipping her ass.
That was the wow. That's insane, guys. Oh, whoa. On the day of her disappearance, just an hour before she called police at 10:34 p.m. Eastern.
And that's the thing too, Raven. She gotta be pregnant. She gotta play the pregnancy card too, because that can help her avoid jail time. That can help her avoid jail time. Because I don't know. You never know. I mean, she probably went out, dealt with somebody, ended up throwing up the next day or something like that. Ended up, or a couple days later or whatever, ended up probably being pregnant. She probably got him to pay for an abortion or whatever. And he cut ties with her. Or, never know. Probably gave her the money. You never know. Or plan B or something. Never know, bro. This is the fuckery that we can get into when it comes to a story like this. So let's see.
Eastern Standard Time, 9:34 p.m. Central Standard Time. Carlee was tweeting about wanting a family. She then told the 911 operator she had seen a child on the road. Wow. Wow, guys. Now we have already seen all the other stuff. We've seen we've heard the 911 call. We've seen the footage on the interstate. Okay. The only thing that we haven't seen yet is Carlee. She has not come out to the public and spoken out about any of this. And I know that there's been a lot of rumors running amok, guys, running an absolute muck. What we do know, she came home. She had a busted lip from what the cops reported. She had a torn shirt. She's the only injury from what they said is that busted lip and that she said her head was hurting. Other than that, she was unharmed. And then, of course, the crazy descriptions of her story, the crazy fairy tale that she concocted within those 49 hours. She had time to come up with a story. And what a story did she give, right? That ish was insane, y'all. And now we're seeing that, of course, police have come out and it's like Maury Povich, right? Came back, the results came back, and that was a lie, right? So, are we surprised about the boyfriend throwing up the peace sign? Are we really? I'm telling you what, I'm not surprised. If this was the situation and she did this whole fabricated thing, I would think, whoa, she might not be well in the head. This is some serious work. This is diabolical, y'all. Okay. I'm sure before she was thinking about it, while she was thinking about it, she's, you know what I'm saying? It's some crazy stuff, y'all. All right. And would he want to be associated with somebody where the whole world is hating on her right now? No, not at all. But the other thing I want to ask, I said I was going to talk about the parents. I want to bring the parents back into the conversation. How are the parents taking this whole situation? Okay. I honestly do feel in my heart of hearts, they were absolutely bamboozled. They were bamboozled with this thing, man. Totally thrown off, totally played with. Okay. I wonder what is going on inside that house, what the dialogue is, how the conversation is going down, if they're even having a conversation right now. Is it just the silent treatment, or do they still believe the hype that she's created? Something to think about. So would love to hear your thoughts on this. So please be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this.
I think Pascal did a great job on you know what I'm saying, on breaking this down. I think he did a good job on breaking it, you know, on the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff he left out too that I've heard, but it is what it is. Check this out, y'all. Hold on.
We want to turn now to some significant updates in the case of Carlee Russell.
She is the woman in Alabama whose disappearance and later return has received national attention over the last week. It has also raised a lot of questions about what exactly happened to her.
Police are now saying they cannot verify much of her version of events. Sam Brock is in Hoover, Alabama, with new details from police.
New evidence and a clearer timeline are raising more questions in the case of Carlee Russell, the 25-year-old nursing student whose disappearance for just over 48 hours led to a massive search effort, now prompting this conclusion from Hoover's police chief.
We've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement.
Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened here?
That's the $100 question.
Investigators playing Russell's 911 call about a missing toddler right before her disappearance.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
She described a child who didn't appear to have pants or shoes on and told police she tried to get out of her vehicle to help the toddler. Except the chief says, according to cell phone data, she drove 600 yards while talking to the 911 operator.
She was traveling 6 football fields, which tells you what?
To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, it's just very hard for me to understand.
For the first time, police also revealing Russell told them she was abducted by a man with orange hair who was later joined by a woman, and that the couple brought her to a home, forced her to undress, and took nude photos of her. Authorities highlighting a number of internet searches that Russell made in the days before her disappearance, including whether you have to pay for an Amber Alert, how to take money from a register without being caught, a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, and the 2008 film Taken.
Boy, she was cruising for bruising. She was cruising for bruising, y'all. Backdoor season, scheming for a reason. Let's go.
Someone gets kidnapped that 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very, very strange, yes.
Investigators also believe Russell stole a bathrobe and toilet paper from her job. Stuart Rome owns the Woodhouse Spa, Birmingham.
You did not see any signs that this was someone who could be troubled.
No, not at all. She always came on time. She was pleasant.
Rome says he's cooperating with police.
The number one concern is that Carlee's home safe with her family.
That was Sam Brock reporting.
Now, for some reason, I'm seeing like a whole bunch of funny skits and stuff. Coincidence? Maybe not. But I got a couple on here. It's a black couple. They're funny as hell. Let me show y'all something real quick. Speaking of Taken. And look, even Angry Man had something to say. Look at this, y'all. Hold up. Look at this. I want to show y'all something. Let's all laugh together at some shit. Hold on. Look at this. Check this out. She funny as shit. Look.
I gotta hear all that lovey-dovey shit, nigga. Don't you owe me money?
I will find you. And I will kill you.
Lady? Shut the fuck up. This nigga owe me money. Come on, bitch boy. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Shut the fuck up.
Got your ass now.
Out here being cute when you owe me 50,000, boy. Drive. Number 2.
I'm number 1.
Adam, shut the fuck up. You're number 2.
Adam, shut up.
The fuck? Bro, speed up. God, yes, shut up. Oh, shit. My God. She right there. Reverse.
Dog. Bruh. Look.
Oh, that lovey dovey shit, nigga. Don't you owe me money?
I will find you. And I will kill you.
Lady, shut the fuck up. This nigga owe me money. Come on, bitch boy. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Shut the fuck up.
Got your ass now.
Out here being cute when you owe me 50,000, boy. Drive. Number 2.
I'm number 1.
Adam, shut the fuck up. You're number 2.
Adam, shut up.
It's the run for me, y'all.
The fuck? Bro, speed up.
God, yes, shut up. Oh, my God. She right there. Reverse. What are you doing?
Moving. I gotta hear all that lovey dovey shit, nigga. Don't you owe me money?
I will find you.
And I will kill.
And I will kill you.
Yo. All right, let's go back. Hold on, y'all. Look at this.
Carlee,
Angry
she
man.
was lying this whole motherfucking time. You got me on here acting like I'm Oprah Winfrey. I done peeled off every single one of my lashes because I'm so stressed out about you. I'm talking about I keep watching the highway footage. I just swear up and down on it got you in a headlock. But that's really you going in your back seat to get the snacks from Target.
They squabbling out there now. Yeah.
So you do got some sisters that were looking for her, right? Hold on, let me see if I can find hold on. I'm looking for a certain video. Hold on, y'all.
A strange twist in the already strange mystery surrounding the woman in Alabama who disappeared
hold
and then
on.
turned up 2 days later saying she'd been abducted. Police are now talking publicly about what Carlee Russell was searching for online before she vanished.
Police say they are still investigating, and the reason why they came forward with all this information is they said a lot of people in the community were worried, and then they went into detail just about watching the surveillance video while she was at work and watching Carlee take some items away from that job, and then also stopping at Target for snacks.
What we can't say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators.
Think about all the people who hit the streets to try to find her, and then all the police resources that were used in this. But then you go into that internet search history, and I thought that was so detailed by this police department when it comes to how old does someone have to be for an Amber Alert, or the one-way bus ticket, or that movie Taken. So many questions.
All right. Hold on. Now, you know the SJWs and the Boogie Black Man Defense Force. Nobody's focusing. It's always a black man. Nobody's focusing on that orange hair bullshit. Even Fox Soul had to get in on it. Hold on. Let me show y'all something else. Check this out.
Breaking news. We have an update on the Carlee Russell story, y'all. Child, this is a whole hot mess. The Hoover Police Department held a press conference earlier today revealing new developments in the case. Let's take a look.
Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
All right, the investigation also discovered there were no other calls about a missing child walking alone on the highway. Carlee originally called 911 saying she was following the lost child. What do you think about these new developments? You think it was a hoax? They're already online calling her Carlee Smollett. GPS data shows Carlee traveled 600 yards while on the phone with 911. That's the length of 6 football fields. And they also say she was seen on ring cameras walking in her neighborhood. And then when she got closer to her house, flailing her arms and like kind of getting loud. Al, what do you think about this?
Well, you know, the reason why they're comparing her to Jussie Smollett, and I learned this from covering the Jussie Smollett, is there's this thing called pseudo.
Nigga, you look like Jussie Smollett. Okay, let's go.
Logia fantastica. And that's when it's a condition when people come up with outrageous lies and they actually, it actually becomes their reality. They believe.
See, and this is the thing. And I hate to say it like this, but fuck it. Because it always comes from a certain community. Nigga, what? Geo Fantastica? Hold on. See, there's always a banner to hide under. So let's go.
It actually becomes their reality. It's a condition when people come up with outrageous, and that's when it's a condition fantastica. I learned this from covering the.
Is that what Mr. Fantastic had when he went on Kendra G and got roasted by Mason Lucas? He was going through Geo Fantastica.
Jussie Smollett, is there's this thing called pseudologia fantastica. And that's when it's a condition when people come up with outrageous lies and they actually, it actually becomes their reality. They believe it and it starts to grow and it makes no sense. And it makes more and more no sense the more they talk about it. The one thing that really got me in this case is she said she was abducted by a guy with orange hair with a bald spot in the back. And then everything else she shared after that,
right, little Shirley,
really shows to me that maybe there's a psychological play with this particular term and this particular disorder. Disorder has been researched by a famous criminologist. His name is Dr. Jason Dobrow, and he also consulted on the Jussie Smollett cases. So I'm going to give her a pass and say that this is the issue that she's having because her story is simply not adding up the way it should.
She even threw in that.
Okay. So if something happens and a black man says, hey, I lied. I was going through a episode of Geo, Fantastica. I was going through Nier Automatica. Start naming video games. I was going through Nier Automatica. And that's why I robbed that gas station. Is that does he get a pass for that? Will he get a pass for that?
She was being fed Cheetos.
Right.
Hugh, what you
From
think
a guy with orange hair with a patch missing in the.
Shout outs to Fasting is Life dropping the huge $4.99 on the super chat. Fasting says, I think this is another hoax to distract the dumb masses. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Shout outs to I said fantastic. I was about to say Fantastica. Shout outs to Fasting is Life. Thank you for rolling with a brother. Dropping the huge $4.99 on the super chat. I want to appreciate everybody that likes and supports tonight's show. Let's keep the support going. Fasting says that he thinks this is another hoax to distract the dumb masses. So she gets abducted by a guy with orange hair in the woods. With a bald spot. And it's not Carrot Top. You said, I still hate that Google keeps the 30%. Yeah, man. Y'all support the channel by hitting the Cash App, please. If you can. If you can. You did. And yes, Raven, to get attention from her ex. Yes. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
The back of his head.
We're not doing this today.
We got a couple of Zest Fests guys up here, but listen, cool. You know, we're gonna see what the sisterhood has to say about this, and let's see where they're gonna go with it, because they were quiet on this story for like the past week. And now that black men have brought attention to it, now they want to say something. So let's see.
We're not doing this today. She do not have no condition. I don't know what in the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious you tried to say. We will not relegate what she did to a
No, that man wasn't having it today. Raven, that nigga said, nope, it's the lie for me.
Doing this today. We're not doing this today. She do not have no condition.
He probably went looking for it. That's why. It's the niggas that went looking for it that's mad as fuck. You know. Yeah, always some type of letter. Neo Fantastica. Right. Ain't nothing fantastic about this shit.
I don't know what in the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious you tried to say. We will not relegate what she did to a condition. Now, I said on the last show, we needed to wait until the details came out before we went in and let half on her ass. I'm sorry. You don't get any mercy and any grace in this situation, and here is why. You stirred up the whole internet. You had all of our black activists, the Tamika Mallorys of the world, you know, everybody, you know, speaking out on how, you know, this country doesn't put any emphasis when it goes time for looking for black girls. They don't look for us. You are the one case where we actually get some media traction. They're out here looking for you. You're making the headlines. You got your parents on the morning shows. You know, your mama going off on us, talking about, you know, we further traumatizing you by questioning so on and so forth. And it's messed up because what you did is going to completely undermine people's desire to search for missing black girls in the future. And it sucks to put that all on her. It sucks that we don't get the same privileges in the media that the white girls do and other girls do. But the one time we make a fuss about a black girl and we get her on the news and everybody's searching, it turns out to be a lie. Like, this is not cool, mama. This is not cool. And your ass going to jail.
You're going to jail. Damn. See, they got no remorse when they're coming at the sisters, bro. Out of all the crazy shit I said in this podcast, bro, I ain't never said no shit like that. You're going to jail. You're not going to jail. You're going to J-E-A-H. Jail. What's going on, Ghostman King? Little Shirley said some balloon boy shit. Little Shirley, I don't know. Little Shirley, she threw the gingers under the bus too. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck does somebody being a ginger got to deal with it? Like, do with this? Orange hair and a bald spot. Cut it off. Just cut it off, sir. Cut it off. I'm telling y'all, she's not going to jail. She's going to an asylum, and she's going to be out in a couple of months. It don't work. It don't work like that. Ghostman King, he says we because they include themselves with black women. His Instagram is Miss Funky Diva or Deneva. She said, "Bald Carrot Top took me." She said, and he said, and I got away with it because he can't go into the sun. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So you left your car on the side of the road and probably got picked up by another nigga. This just sounds like a crazy dick appointment. You said Ronald McDonald kidnapped her? I don't know. I don't know, but the people that actually put foot to ground and belt to ass looking for this woman, you know, they not about to play. So this nigga got spooked. He really went looking for her. He mad as shit. Let's go. He said you're going to jail.
I agree. I mean, you know, over 100,000 black girls go missing every year in America, and we never get the coverage we need. Never. We finally do, and the motherfucking line. Now people sit and say, "Oh, it's weight and mental health." Listen, I'm tired of making a condition or an excuse for everybody that does something wrong. Some people are just fucked up. There were some messages that came out about her and the side chick and the guy that was cheating on her and her arguing with this lady and kind of wanted some kind of get back. And I don't know what happened to her twisted mind. I'm sure we'll get the story eventually. But yo, we got bigger fish to fry. Don't have us all worried about this. You make black people look stupid because, of course, we're emotional people, right? We jump in and think if it was a white girl, y'all be giving all the resources, blah, blah, blah. They give the resources. We finally.
See, the sisters wasn't talking about this. They were too busy talking about Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer. I go on Paris Milan's channel, nothing. I go on Paris Milan's channel, nothing. I go on Chrissy's channel, nothing. Let me go to Fort Harriet. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. We doing some research.
Line, you make us look stupid. And I hate to put the weight of the entire black community on your back, but that's just part of being black. We are all representatives of our race, and we do get judged. An individual, you know what? We have to carry that weight, unfortunately. It ain't fair, but it's the truth. And I hope there's more to the story, and I'll even eat my words and say sorry to you, Carlee. But this is fucked up.
Nothing.
Over a dude? Over some dick?
Ooh, and she called it out over a dude, over some dick. Ooh, they getting sassy now. Hold on, y'all.
Over a dude? Over some dick? Miss me.
So none of the sisters said anything about this. And they wait to the person that they copy all up and down the internet to say something first. Their ringleader. And guess who says something about this? The bald eagle. The bald eagle. The bald eagle herself. Cynthia G. 2 hours and 4 minutes into tonight's show. Are you entertained or not? Are you not entertained? Support tonight's show at PTV 888. That's $ PTV 888. You can also support via Super Chat, like Fasting has. And also support via PayPal. The Bald Eagle. Oh God. The beta male provider. The beta male provider. What's going on, Degenerate? Little Shirley said, I forgot about Chrissy. Oh, she quiet than a church mouse. She's quiet than a church mouse. They're not going to say nothing. They got to take Cynthia G's lead first. It's like piranhas. You know, piranhas, you know, until one take a chunk and then there's blood in the water, then they all start going. The Bald Eagle.
Yeah. 90% split. Maybe 10% might date outside. 90%.
And you know they gotta add in some bullshit YouTube shorts to justify the shit that they about to lie about. Again, y'all, support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. Come on, let's go, man. Oh, y'all not entertained? Let's go. I'm about to have to listen to this horrid voice and egregious shit that's about to be said soon. Let's go. I'm gonna take y'all right along with me. Let's go.
Only go for black men. So that means we already know your hand. So we already know, you need this, you need that, you need blah, 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 blah. But actually, you're only going to date me. So me existing, I'm already good enough. Not realistically, but I mean, as in you're only going to select from me. And there's no real way I'm going to lose you because you're not going to look anywhere else.
Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and weigh in on this Carlee Russell abduction situation that now appears to be turning out to be a hoax as an attempt to get some attention from her philandering bandit of a boyfriend and an
Philandering bandit.
Initially, I wasn't going to talk about this. I mean, this story came out some days ago, and I saw a lot of people having mixed opinions on it. I will say I did see that immediately the Black community was divided. There were some people who were really sending up prayers to her. Sidebar, I don't know why y'all keep praying for people to get out these situations.
So there we go. She's gonna focus it just like we said. They read from the same playbook. It's the boyfriend's fault. Black women, if you're trying to mark my words, let me guess. Black women, if you keep dating these philandering bandits, they're gonna drive you to the brink of insanity and drive you to do stuff like this. If you continue to keep, this is why you need to divest. If you continue to date Black men, this is what the word, this is what it entails. All right, here we go. Some more of the same. Another one like the other one. Let's go.
Ain't no prayer ever stopped nobody from getting abducted. Prayer ain't never helped nobody be found. But y'all always say that y'all gave prayers up. Prayers are not known for solving any crime. And this is a fact. I don't know what crimes y'all think that prayer has ever solved. People were literally sitting there praying for people whose limbs has been removed, knowing prayer ain't never sewed nobody's limbs back. Y'all need to knock it off. But anyway, a lot of people were initially divided, and there's always going to be division in the Black community, especially when something happens to Black women, because at the end of the day, the Black community only cares about Black males. This is a Black male worshiping culture. And I do believe that if Carlee Russell was a Black male who turned up missing, this would be a different story, even if there was holes in it, even if there was inconsistencies. Now, I will give my opinion about this whole situation later, but I want to say this. I am not fooled by this division in the Black community, nor am I surprised by it, nor do I think that this is just because her story was wrong. The reality is Black women are not believed. And I think one of the primary reasons Black women are not believed and taken seriously, and nobody really wants to focus on what happens to Black women, is because Black women focus too much attention on what's happening to Black men. So now you have a scenario here, and it's been like this, and you're going to see in some of the comments a recognition that Black women are never believed anyway. So anybody who says that they're taking this as an opportunity to say, oh, well, Black women aren't going to be believed, this is going to make it harder for Black women to be believed, your pain is ignored anyway. And the reason your pain and your plight is ignored is because you keep focusing on the lack of a plight of bandits. And this is what I think is the biggest core issue here. But y'all know when situations like this come out, I try to wait on the story because I want more developments to come out, see if more information comes, if there's going to be anybody speaking out. And a lot of people spoke out. This went very viral. Tamika Mallory was commenting on it. She is commenting again on it. She was in support of it, but she's now very disappointed by the fact that it is turning out that this is a hoax, and it was a hoax to get the attention again of a philandering bandit who was her boyfriend, but we'll get into that later. Candace Owens spoke out about this. A lot of people did. And I do want to get into some of that because this is a large discussion. And I think a part of the discussion that's missing is one that needs to be pointed out about the psychology of Black women and their willingness to fight for bandits who clearly shows that they don't care anything about them. And so when I initially saw this situation, I just looked at it and said, but I was also going to just wait until more developments came out. And as they came out, this started looking more and more like a Black male worshiping worshiping situation, and it is. And y'all know I've been talking about black male worship and black women's need to divorce themselves from the black male worshiping mindset, as black male worship is black women's primary downfall. And the reason I say that is because everything that black women do comes from a place of black male worship. When they're advocating for bandits who they shouldn't be advocating for because it's not reciprocated, that has something to do with black male worship. Your willingness to fight over and compete for bandits is black male worship, because at the end of the day, these are nothing ass bitches who have nothing to offer anyone, even themselves. The willingness to go after other women is due to black male worship. You ignoring your own plight is due to black male worship. So black male worship is all over this at the end of the day. And anybody who says that this is not a black male worshiping situation at this point clearly doesn't understand the meaning of worship or how black male worship plays out in the community. So I'm going to get into all of this. Obviously, we're going to go over the details leading up to the press conference and the announcement of this being a hoax. Before I do get into that, I want to give a shout out and thanks to everyone who contributes to content on this channel. If you
They get all the support in the world. Listen to me. What's going on, Ron? We went to search and go look for a missing sister. And all of a sudden, it's black male worship. We went to go find a sister that's missing. And all of a sudden, it's black male worship. You can't make this shit up. Can't. This is what happens when you support bandits or not somebody lying and abducting themselves. Okay. Okay.
you would like to contribute, you can do so by emailing me. The email is in the description box and pinned to the comment section. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to all notifications so you'll know every time I go live and when I upload new content.
If you've been considering homeschooling or feel your child is not thriving in public school, consider the Ziax Institute. This is a STEM-based, Afro-centered educational program for Black youth. Children can attend daily classes online or in the classroom at one of their 2 New York-based facilities. You can also make a tax-deductible donation.
This is coming from a grown-ass woman that got to use a baby voice to get her commercials off. She wants to be white so bad. Like, this is fucking... Man, you can't make this up. How quick Cynthia G turned on the black community and how quick Amazing Lucas turned on whatever he got going on. They're like the 2 ends of the spectrums. Holy shit. I swear y'all take this channel for granted. Granted, y'all take this channel for granted, man. Oh, man. Shout outs to Q Butter and his school. You know, if you are in the New York area, you know, he does good work. But this is not where you should be getting that from. He shouldn't even be wanting his commercial on this channel. And she said, you know, to abort black male babies multiple times with impunity, and then got multiple black male babies, black boys on her channel being showcased for some fake school promotion that she's doing for Q Butter. I see right past that, degenerate. I see right past that, bro. Like, this is some bullshit. Got the nerve to have young black male boys on her channel. So this isn't about us being concerned for a sister. This is about us supporting bandits. I didn't know participating in a relationship makes you a bandit, but okay.
I want to go over one of the first posts that brought us to the awareness of this situation. And that was this post that appears to be on Facebook here that says, "My family needs your help. My sister, Carlee Russell, was abducted in the Hoover area of 1459 and is missing at this time. Please contact the Hoover Police Department or any immediate family member if you have any information. Her car and personal items were left on an interstate. If anyone was in the 1459 area in the vicinity of Hoover High School and saw a red Mercedes, please contact authorities. Please, please, please pray." But I want to talk about Carlee Russell in and of herself, because this is a woman who is a Christian. She comes from a wealthier family. Her father is said to be a pastor. She was in nursing school, very accomplished. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because all of this has to do with her bandit of a boyfriend. And I want y'all to see how even the most accomplished Black women, they set themselves up for failure by attaching themselves to struggle bandits who literally care nothing about them and whose behaviors always lead into some form of destruction.
We're talking about one thing, and then Cynthia G just comes in, disrupts the conversation, and talks about something completely different. She's very fixated on hating Black men in situations that has nothing to do with Black men. We could be talking about a kangaroo disrupting traffic, and for some reason she'll lead it back to Black men. You know, that Black man reminds me of kangaroos. I mean, that kangaroo reminds me of Black men, and Black men disrupt traffic too. See, this is what happens when animals observe bandits and then take on their bandit ideologies and think that they can do the same. Like, she'll do shit like that. She will do shit like that. Exactly how I just said it. The kangaroo must be doing that because he observed a Black man doing it. And that's why she has to talk about Black men for the next 30 minutes.
Because this is what we have here. We have a decorated woman who is 25, who had her entire life ahead of her, ended up dealing with a bandit, and he was her downfall, and is her downfall at the end of the day, because word on the street is, and the evidence is pointing to the fact that this is why she did it. I want to go into the article really quickly and go over the details. It says Hoover Police Chief Nicholas C. Durzis said at a news conference Wednesday afternoon that what happened in the 49 hours Russell was missing after she called 911 and said a child was walking on an interstate remains under investigation. Now, I'm going to read more, but I want you guys to listen to the 911 call really quickly because it was released, and then I'll come back.
I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 49 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Med, like to get off by the Hoover Med.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
Nice Valley Girl voice, by the way.
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound. Or how old do they look?
Like a toddler, maybe 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
Can you?
I can see them. Them?
Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is that a sedan or SUV?
SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to?
Playing with the police like that. She called the police. So where's the boyfriend in this situation? But we're a bandit. Gotcha. Boyfriend that had nothing to do with this. Boyfriend didn't call the police. Boyfriend wasn't giving no descriptions. $23 people in the room. Let's try to get at least 3 contributors to tonight's show. I know you guys are thoroughly entertained. And we have to, we got to keep these shows going, y'all. It costs money to produce these shows, okay? So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and support tonight's show. Support tonight's show. I'm trying to figure out, y'all, where in the blue hell does black men fit in this situation? But let's go.
The child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any cars anywhere?
No, no cars anywhere.
This girl probably had a weed brownie. She probably tripping off a weed brownie right now.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
Now, you guys heard that 911 call, and I believe that
Look at this one trying to put on a way better Valley Girl voice. Yeah. You guys.
the reason why this picked up so much traction and has gotten to where it is now, not because there was any real concern for this woman, but because she mentioned seeing a toddler on the side of the highway. And this is very unusual. So obviously, once this happened, there would normally be an Amber Alert, or there would have been an Amber Alert prior to anyone spotting this child, because the minute that a child becomes missing, especially for a significant amount of time, there's always an Amber Alert. And this was something very important when it came to determining whether this was real or whether this was a fake situation. But it says, Dertha said investigators spoke to Russell, who had a small injury on her lip, and said her head was hurting on Sunday. She told police that after she saw the young child walking on the interstate, she was abducted and taken by a male with orange hair and a woman. She claimed he then forced her into the car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated the male was with a female. However, she never really...
Sounds like one of them porn buses picked her up. Hey, you want to do some porn?
Saw the female, only hearing her voice. Dersis said Carlee told the police she managed to escape the next day somewhere in West Hoover and made it home on foot. But Dersis said investigators have been unable to corroborate many of her claims.
Don't be surprised if a Pornhub video pops up. The greatest heist ever.
What we can say is we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statements made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. He also said investigators, with the help of the Secret Service, analyzed Carlee's cell phone for the days leading up to her disappearance and the day she vanished. Some of the internet searches included, on July 11th, a search for if you have to pay for an Amber Alert. Now, the reason why this is important is because whenever they're the child who's missing, an Amber Alert is put out. Nobody has to pay for it. It is free. You guys can look up the history of Amber Alerts and how it was established. But Amber Alerts are specifically focused around children. So that is why this situation has gotten as big as it's gotten, not because Carlee as an adult came up missing, but because she stated that there was a child involved in this. So obviously, being that there was a child involved in this, that would increase the amount of resources involved, because not only do you have this woman, you also have a missing child. However, there was no Amber Alert put out for a missing child. It says, on Thursday, a search about a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, Tennessee. On Thursday, a search for how to take money from a register without getting caught. Keep in mind, it has been said that this Christian woman was caught stealing from her job. On Thursday, a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction starring Liam Neeson. I do think it's highly unusual on the day someone gets kidnapped that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very strange, Dersis said during his press conference. Now, There is video with the press conference, but everything is copyrighted and I don't want to risk it, so I'm not going to go over it. By now, you guys have probably already seen at least some of the press conference. Now, prior to the police doing a press conference and confirming that this was a hoax, a lot of people had suspicions. And shout out to Real Talk with Yanni because I saw this on her page first. There was a video made by someone on TikTok in which this woman was being exposed because of course if people already know you, if there's already some dusty janky situation going on, it's going to be revealed. So I don't know what this woman was thinking when she decided to put this together, but I'm gonna need y'all, if y'all are gonna be contemplating committing crimes, because faking an abduction is a crime at the end of the day and this woman may face charges. If y'all are gonna do this, I'm gonna need y'all to start.
You real cordial about this, but when you were talking about bandits, it was completely different. Okay.
Are planning for when you get caught as well, because this whole thing is sloppy and it was ill planned. Why would you be on your computer making these searches, clearly indicating that you had some interest in fabricating this situation, especially when you're looking up Taken, and it is an abduction movie. It's a very good movie. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all should watch it. By the way, it's actually one of my favorites. But a dialogue between Carlee and another woman was exposed, and I want to read it now. It says, bitch, please. He told me everything you said about me, and you thought I told him to say that. I wasn't even with him. You're delusional AF if you think y'all little conversation was anything more than convenience and the fact that he used you to get back at me out of anger. You want to talk about I don't compare to you on your worst day, girl. Bye. You're miserable, or at least should be, being the stripper to provide for a child. I've heard you HOE for multiple people, so not surprised you don't know who your baby daddy is. This is a woman who is sitting up here trying to shame another woman for being a stripper, and she's saying that she's a nurse, flexing on her, yet she can't even construct a proper sentence. If you're going to write all this trying to drag this woman, at least separate your sentences with the correct punctuation, because this is just one big run-on sentence, and it should be divided into multiple of them. You sitting over here arguing for a whole bandit that put you in a situation with another woman. If it wasn't for your philandering bandit of a boyfriend.
See? I bet you it's her boyfriend's fault because of how she communicates also. If she wasn't dating a bandit boyfriend, she would have used proper punctuation. You said DJ Kuda, looks like YouTube cleared your chat. YouTube is messing with my channel, y'all. So let's go. This is why I ask you guys to support the channel, because I'm seeing some stuff going on right now. I'm trying to fix some stuff right here on the back end, y'all. All right. So give me 1 second. I'm about to play this foolery. I'm about to go live. Hold on. I'm about to go on mute. Hold on, y'all.
Friend, you wouldn't even be having a discussion with this woman at the end of the day. And y'all need to knock this off too, because the only person in this situation who actually wins is the bandit and this stripper. All she did is remove herself from the equation so that he could be with said stripper and whoever else he's with. It's probably not just her and the stripper. It's probably her, the stripper, and some other women too. Y'all know how these bandits get down, and they ain't loyal, but let's continue. Mention me or contact my ninja again, and you will see I'm not the one to play with. You don't want you and your whole family touched. You're poor, I'm rich. You're a stripper, I'm a nurse. You're ugly, I'm bad AF. You could never. Pitiful, bottom of the barrel as HOE. Now go strip for a Happy Meal. Keep in mind, this is a Christian woman who is a nurse who is trying to flex on her man's side piece. And who is her man? This is the post that involves this picture of her boyfriend. And this post has since been deleted by him, likely because now a press conference has already been had determining this as a hoax. And he's the motivation for the hoax. So there's probably two reasons why he deleted this post. One, because now he sees that this woman was lying. And two, because he's the reason why she did all of this. So of course,
oh my
if she's
God. So he didn't want no heat to come down on him and his family and him to get caught up in her fuckery. But now she's saying that he deleted the post out of guilt instead of not wanting to be associated with her fuckery. You can't make this shit up. You can't. This is a better script than you could ever think of, y'all. The script writes itself.
Dragged, he's probably going to get dragged too. But I want to read over his post really quickly because he actually put this out there before this was determined as a hoax. It says, I don't even know how to start off this post, but I only say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for saving my girlfriend's life. Y'all really kill me with this. Also, thank you to everyone who shared a picture, came out to the Hoover Met to help us with the search parties, and who went and proceeded to tell other people about Carlee to bring some awareness to her story. I have been going nonstop since I received the call that she was missing on Thursday night. I know she would have done the same for me, so I wasn't going to give up until I saw her face again. I was straight tunnel vision, even when I would get on social media on my downtime and see some of the false allegations and assumptions about me having something to do with her abduction would have me discouraged at times, but I didn't give up and kept my faith. I just want to thank all of my family, friends, former teammates, and church members who called or texted me just to let me know that they're praying and here for me. You guys don't know how much that meant to me. All I ask from everyone right now is to be respectful of Carlee's situation. Let me pause for the cause because this is irking me. This is a story involving some Christian people. Her whole family is Christians. She's a Christian. Her boyfriend is so-called a Christian, yet both of them were living a life of fornication, him more so than her because he was allegedly cheating on her with a stripper. His religion didn't stop him from doing that. And she was sitting up over here planning an abduction, lying, getting the whole country involved just so she can get the attention of this philandering bandit of a boyfriend. So Christianity means nothing to the Black community, and especially not Black women. Black male worship do. Y'all can sit up here and say Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, but at the end of the day, you worship bandits, and your true God, whoever that may be, knows that you worship bandits, and that's why your God is allowing you to suffer the consequences, just like Carlee is about to suffer the consequences of her worshiping this bandit, because that's really what this is about. This is about a woman who did not value herself, who valued a philandering bandit more than she valued her.
Oh my, Jesus, peace, a philandering bandit. Boogie black man, always the black man. If it ain't a boogie black man, nobody, you're not even focusing on the Carrot Top can steal your fellas. Carrot Top can take your woman from the interstate because she was chasing a white baby. And you still will get blamed. And now they're framing it too. They're not saying that it was a white man that took this woman. It was a mythical nigga in the woods that abducted this black woman that was trying to save a baby. Lord have mercy. But it's black man's fault. Okay.
Herself, because now she's the one who's going to be looking at charges. He
just like Cynthia G didn't go all the way to Seattle, leave Seattle to go mess with a bandit. Okay.
Well, not. He didn't set this up. She did. And she did this because she felt like this was the only way to get the attention of a bandit who clearly does not care about her. You cannot force someone to care about you if they do not. And if he's putting you in a situation where you got to argue back and forth with a woman you think is beneath you, you should be walking away, not setting yourself up for a felony. But it says she was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at this very moment. I also want to thank the people on social media who has been understanding and respectful about what she's been through in these past few days. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for helping us bring Carlee home. God bless you all. Now, at this current point, like I said, this man deleted this post, but it really doesn't matter because the cat's out the bag. The police have already done a press conference and have stated that this is a hoax. There's simply no evidence to corroborate her story. Most importantly, there's no evidence to substantiate that she was lured by a toddler. So this woman just did this to get the attention of her philandering bandit of a boyfriend. And a lot of people are divided on this. The Black community is divided in many, many ways. And listen, the Black community will be divided anyway because it's never really been unified in this country. Bandits have been chasing women of no color, and Black women have been chasing bandits, and you can't build a unified community based on that. But I want you guys to look at some comments of what people are saying on social media now that this has been revealed as a hoax. And I also want you to look at two video clips, one from Candace Owens giving her unsolicited opinion about this, and the other from Tamika Mallory, who was at the forefront of this case trying to get justice and trying to encourage the police to put effort into finding this woman, because it's a known fact that when Black women go missing, are harmed, or are in any unsavory public situation, the case isn't really given any attention at all, because at the end of the day, this is not a woman of no color. And it's interesting because everybody's acting like Black women are known for doing this, and Black women are not. This is literally like the first case we've heard where a Black woman has faked her abduction. However, there was a situation that just came out a little while ago where a woman of no color was accusing a Hispanic man of no color of doing something to her. So y'all got the wrong group of women to sit up here and act like that this is a repeated pattern. It is not. This is the first story that we've heard of a Black woman doing this, like I said, so just stop it. This is typically what women of no color do. But look at these comments, look at the videos, and then I'll come back with my opinion on what's going on here.
Pay for this. Say you gotta pay for this. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Now social media is wrong for making jokes. Carlee Russell stealing cash out of cash registers to pay for the Amber Alert. And also, y'all, she might be pregnant. So keep that in mind. She might be pregnant. All right.
I'm going down.
A lot of people were like, oh, we need to believe Black women. Like, this story is worse than Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett hired two Nigerians to attack him in a polar vortex, fake attack him, throw some bleach on him. But at least, like, he hired someone to do this to him in an attempt to make it look real, even though he hired two big Black Nigerian men. But the reality of the situation is that Carlee Russell, Carlee Smollett, Carlee, Jussie 2.0, the female Jussie Smollett, she did this. Guys, she snatched her own wig. She snatched her own wig.
And so therefore, everybody, anybody, all of us, any one of you who are here on this live did exactly what we were supposed to do. And we should continue to do that, because there are Black women, there are children, there are men missing, people being abducted, people being trafficked. Trafficking is a real serious issue. And so it's not something that we can look at this and say, oh, well, I'm never going to get involved anymore. And in fact, I heard someone saying, well, I'm not praying for anybody anymore. I'm just going to mind my business. That says more about you than even Carlee, unfortunately. So you really got to search yourself for what that means, that because someone has seemingly misreported or lied or whatever language we want to use, that would make any one of us decide that we are not going to jump in that short window to try to save a life. So I just want to put that out there. I don't think anybody should be walking around. I got people texting me like, are you okay? How do you feel? Of course, I feel disappointed. I feel sad. And I just want to be clear that, all of this is based upon what we're hearing from the police report and some things that we saw online, people developing stories. And so still have we not heard from Carlee. However, based upon what we see from the police and, from other reports, it seems as if she made a false report and that she lied. And so, and I pray for her. I truly do. I pray for the young sister. I hope that whatever she is going through or whatever has happened to her, that, she gets the type of help that she needs, whatever the details may have been.
Now, you guys heard some of those videos and you also saw the comments. And listen, the behavior that this Carlee Russell engaged in is blackmail, worshiping, clown shit. Obviously, at this point, nobody can deny that, and I would not deny that. And quite frankly, I'm not surprised that a Black woman would go through this extent to get her bandit of a boyfriend's attention, because this is something that Black women do. But I'll get into that later. I want to get into what was said by Tamika Mallory, because look, Candace Owens can sit here and compare this to the situation with Jussie Smollett, and a lot of people are doing that, and fine, go ahead and drag her. But I want to say this again. Stop acting like this is something that Black women do, because you probably cannot name even one situation similar to this that a Black woman engaged in. So just knock it off. This is not what Black women do. This is what this one Black woman did as an attempt to get the attention of her philandering boyfriend. If you're going to use this situation to discredit Black women, then you already have discredited Black women, and you're simply using this as an excuse to behave the way you would normally behave. This is not going to stop me from believing Black women, and y'all should not feel dumb because y'all reacted how you should react when someone in your community comes up missing. And I think the reason people did react like that is because Black women typically don't do this. Black women don't fake abductions by and large. Black women don't lie and say that people are doing things to them that they're not doing.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. This stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid.
Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid
doing, by and large, these are the antics of women of no color. We already know if you were to type into Google fake abductions, you wouldn't see a bunch of Black women come up. You would see a bunch of women of no color. So stop acting like this is something that Black women do, because it is not. And if it is, then y'all need to prove it by finding me at least 10 other similar situations. And even if you were to find 100, that would be a drop in the bucket in comparison to what other groups of women are doing. This is not what Black women do, but at the end of the day, people need an excuse to say something negative about Black women. We already know Black women are the punching bags of society, and that's because they're more focused on fighting bandits' battles than fighting their own. You have way too many issues in society, this being one of them, to be focused on what some bandits are doing. Your issue should be getting society to see you as a victim when you are a victim. Most of the discrediting of this woman had to do with the fact that people don't see Black women as the victim. People had their minds made up before any press conference was done or before any evidence was submitted. And we're not going to sit here and act like people don't have biases towards Black women and believing Black women, feeling like Black women can be victims, or even seeing Black women as humans. And one of the reasons why you've lost your humanity in society is because you're too focused on trying to restore humanity to bandits, although they run around terrorizing your community like animals. And you should probably stop doing that. But I want to go back to the reason why I think this woman did this. At the end of the day, Black women do not have any self-value as a collective, and you were not trained or taught to either. What you were trained to do is be a Black male worshiper, and that is what this girl was doing. She is a Black male worshiper. And really, if you look at her picture, the energy that she has is very childish. So her engaging in this behavior, again, doesn't surprise me. She's also a Christian, and we already know how Christians tend to be, and y'all should really work on y'all's reputation and stop acting like y'all are holier than thou when y'all are not. This is a Christian woman that comes from a Christian family who set up and concocted this plan to lie to the entire country, waste people's time, exhaust their resources all over a philandering bandit. And this bandit in his statement said that he was getting accused of having something to do with this situation from the beginning, and he does have something to do with this situation. But she has more to do with the situation, because at the end of the day, Black women are choosing to use themselves as sacrificial lambs to Black male worship. This woman decided to literally ruin her entire life and everything she stands for, because now this is an extremely viral story. Everybody already knows it's fake. There are going to be some charges. There was a woman of no color who faked an abduction and she got 18 months in prison. So you can best believe if a woman of no color gets prosecuted for this, she's going to. Now,
So what about Sansa Ray, who faked her death and then popped back up with her OnlyFans? TR baby, you see this shit? Degenerate, you see this shit? Picasso, do you see this shit? Spawn, come on, man. UFO kamikaze, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Carlee said that they haven't even had the opportunity to really even interview this woman. They interviewed her parents. A lot of people said the parents' behavior and energy was suspect. Whatever. Parents are going to defend their children. The issue isn't with the parents. The issue isn't even so much with the bandit. The issue is this Black woman and a lack of value for herself. A lack of an ability to separate herself from a relationship where a man literally caused her to have to be going back and forth with a woman that she thinks is beneath her. And if you thought that woman is beneath you because she's a stripper and you're in nursing school, then why didn't you release this philandering bandit back to the community rather than rope yourself into a felony? And this is what I mean when I say this is typical of Black women's behavior, because if you look at the community dynamic, bandits are the runners, Black women are the chasers. And Black women typically do anything to try and get the attention of these philandering bandits who really don't care anything about them. However, you have elevated them to the level of a prize. And that is because you are willing to chase them and you are willing to compete for them and you are willing to get yourself in dumbass situations like the one that Carlee Russell is in over a bandit. Had Carlee Russell had the self-esteem to see this bandit for who he was and walk away from him, would she be she looking at some potential charges? Absolutely not. And look, she can try to avoid the police as much as she wants to. At the end of the day, she's going to have consequences for this. You don't get to sit up here and fake an abduction involving a child being used to lure you into the arms of your victimizers who don't even exist now. And all of this is over a bandit that you could have walked away from, a bandit who put you in this position, but you sitting up here arguing back and forth with a woman. Listen, walk away from these bandits when they put you in these positions. You literally have one woman who's about to be in a
So a black man put her in that position.
boatload of trouble because she was speeding down a highway and toe tagged some people over a bandit stressing her out. And now you have this black woman sitting here about to face some felony charges and potential jail time over a bandit. When are y'all going to learn that these bandits and this worship of them is your downfall? When are you going to learn that you should be putting yourself first and having the self-esteem to detach from this type of bandit rather than concocting this whole plan? Because what did Carlee think that her bandit of a boyfriend who had already proven that he was disloyal was somehow going to go act like Liam Neeson in Taken and go through all of this BS and fight people trying to find her? Girl, bye. But I want y'all to look at the fantasy-based mindset that black women have regarding these bandits. Bandits wouldn't put in that much work because they really don't care. And if this bandit cared to begin with, he wouldn't have been cheating on this so-called good Christian woman. I want y'all to note that also. This was supposedly a good Christian woman in nursing school who had this felonious bandit who still decided to cheat on her with a stripper, because at the end of the day, bandits want wholesome traditional women, right? So of course they ain't cheating on their wholesome traditional women with strippers. So let's not even act like that contradiction isn't written all over this as well. But this is the choice that black women are making, and it's not just Carlee Russell. And y'all can sit up there and criticize her for what she's done, and rightfully so, because what she did was stupid. But let's not act like black women don't engage in stupid behavior when it applies to bandits who don't care about them all day, every day. You may not be faking an abduction, but black women on the regular allow these bandits to become their downfall. It just is what it is. And it's a downfall because you refuse to walk away from a bandit and you refuse to open up your option. Had Carlee opened up her options to more than just bandits, she probably wouldn't be in this situation. But because she is a black male worshiper, now the chickens are coming home to roost and she's going to learn a lesson from it. This bandit won't, though. He will be out, meanwhile, rotating the next black male worshiper and cheating on her with whoever he wants to cheat on her with. Because he should.
So if you're with a black man, you worship us. Okay.
Surely won't be sitting up in prison. She will, though. And if y'all think that she's not, then you really are naive. This woman is not going to get away with this. So she just ruined her whole entire life over a philandering bandit who didn't care about either of the women in the equation at the end of the day. I think she thought that this was going to be relegated to her home city. Her bandit of a boyfriend was going to see that she was missing, and somehow that was going to activate some care in him to where he was going to go on a Liam Neeson mission to find her. And that didn't happen. The only thing that happened is she got exposed for lying. She got exposed for being a black male worshiper. Her philandering bandit of a boyfriend got exposed. And now she's looking at some potential criminal charges that I can almost guarantee you she will get. She can run. She can try to hide. She can try to avoid the situation. But as sure as that man of no color was sitting in that video mad about the amount of resources that's been exhausted, you can best believe she's going to suffer the consequences of this, and she'll probably be paying restitution in order to get those resources back for a very long time. So at the end of the day, this is yet another example of how black male worship is the downfall of black women. This woman did all this for a bandit who don't care about her at 25, as if she didn't have other options out there. She was a better catch than he was, yet she was sitting up there acting like he's the prize per usual. And now look, you play stupid games, you compete for stupid bandits, you win stupid prizes. And that's what she got. She had the stupid prize because she competed for a stupid philandering bandit. But you guys get in the comment section, let me know what you think about this. Look, everybody already given their opinion. Y'all could drag this woman as much as you want to, but there's a larger issue here, and the larger issue is black male worship. And until black women see this for what this is and value themselves more than they value a temporary bandit, landed, you will continue to catch L's over this. Whatever you think, get in the comment section and let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. When you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification.
Look how she go right back to the baby voice. Man, look. This is exactly what we talk about. Exactly what we talk about. Oh, God. 2 hours and 55 minutes into the show. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Support tonight's show. Because when you don't have nobody speaking for y'all, then everybody going to be upset. So now all of a sudden, this is a black man's problem. Now this is a black man's problem. All right, y'all, I'm out. This is Player Talk Radio. This is ridiculous. It's a black man's problem. Everything is a black man's problem. Every single thing is the black man's problem. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're a monster wherever you go. Hold on. What the hell is this? Hold on. And somebody said Anton Daniels get cooked and Rage quit. Hold on. I don't know who this chick is. You see how Shorty's coming into the game with their equipment and shit like that? Women coming straight into the game with their equipment. Let's go. Hold on.
Story, but I feel like we have to talk about it because we
Fair
absolutely
use.
do. We can't ignore it. But yeah, there are several people who are talking about that. You can see from the flyer, if you're in our YouTube, you can see that Charlemagne the God, obviously, he has some things to say. Tamika Mallory, who is an activist whom we love, she also has some things to say. So we'll definitely talk about that. We're also going to talk about Wendy Williams. And recently she celebrated a birthday, and there were several people online talking about they could not find her. They didn't know where Wendy Williams was. We did hear from her son not long ago saying, that she was being she was being taken advantage of by different people in her camp, and no one really knew where Wendy Williams was. We may have some updates on that. We'll talk about that, and a very sad update with her story. We just got to keep Wendy Williams in prayer. We really got to get to this Bryson Bryant story. This is Nene Leak's son, who was arrested for fentanyl possession. We have to talk about that because I've been putting it off. We've been having some great conversations on the Rob Report, and that's the reason why. But we are going to do that on the other side with our entertainment contributor when we bring her in when we come forward. You are listening to the Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Eric Bellinger hanging out right here with my family at the Rob Report. Keep it locked.
You're inside the Rob Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
See, she running a tight radio program, y'all. Hold on. They don't got no timestamps, y'all.
Out here, but it's good to have you with us on the Raw Report. I definitely want to break down this entire conversation. I know I'm not breaking any news here. This is a story that's been going on for several days now. We all know about Carlee Russell, who went missing. Apparently, I say that in quotations, but she was gone for some days. And this was over in Birmingham. Shout out to my family out there. I see you in Alabama. Okay, but yeah, she went missing, and we as a community, we lit it up. I was very proud of what we did in our community. We went full-fledged over on social media. Everybody started to use their voices because we know that when it comes to the entirety of the headline, the major mainstream news outlets, they don't do enough for Black women, or they don't put the same sort of resources into the Black community and missing women and men that they do white men and women. This is just this is just what we know, and it's really unfortunate. There are so many stories that don't have the appropriate resources and voices behind them. So we came together as a people. You saw this story, and it gained traction very fast because we were all on it. We were like, this doesn't make sense. This young woman, she pulled over on the highway. For those who don't know exactly what happened, she pulled over. She called the police saying that she sees a toddler walking on the highway, or on the side of the highway, who was naked, were basically just wearing a diaper. She from that point on, she calls her brother's girlfriend, and she's telling her the same story. It went on from there. If you don't know the entire story, make sure you Google it so you can get all of the details, because at this point they've had press conferences about detail for detail exactly what has happened. But we now know after after 48 hours to be precise, she showed back up to her parents' house. And when I tell you, my mouth hit the floor, Ty. My jaw was on the ground. I was like, it's a blessing. It's a miracle that she appeared, because the chances are very slim. Once it's been 24 hours or more, the chances of you surviving that are very slim. And so the fact that she reappeared and she showed up at her parents' house, I was so happy. And I'm like, we got to know the story. What happened? Well, fast forward, we now know that the police department and all of the detectives who were looking into this case, they wound up looking into her and her history, her search history. What is she looking for on her phone and on her computer, on the internet? And they found that this young lady had searched several things that were very, very suspect before she came up missing. She was searching how to take money from the register without getting caught. She was searching, do you need to pay for an Amber Alert? She was searching one-way tickets from Birmingham. She was searching the movie Taken 2, which we know is about a woman who was taken. She was abducted. And when we heard that, Ty, when I heard that information, I don't even know what to say. I mean, my mind went so many different ways, but I was more than anything, I was so disappointed in her.
yes.
I was so disappointed in her. And before we get into bringing all the all of the now celebrities and everyone who's talking about this story, before we get into that, give me your thoughts as well. I told you I I was happy when I saw that she returned, and then I was disappointed. I kind of went through a myriad of emotions. Let me know what you thought about this entire situation.
I feel like she owes me money for all the trauma she has caused me. I felt like I was out
Pay
there.
your dollars,
with my boots
Carlee.
on looking
Yeah,
at her.
come pay them ducats.
I was
Yeah.
so stressed out. I was looking at her Instagram, looking at her boyfriend's Instagram, trying to track her history. And it's just crazy because you would not expect something like this from such a woman at a high caliber. So we thought, you're a college educated woman, you're a part of one of the most pristine sororities there are. Like, you're a nurse student. It's just so frustrating. It's so disappointing. And the story itself just drained me. Like, honestly, Robin, I am tired. And it's all because of Miss Carlee.
And it's because of Miss Carlee. Okay, well, we, obviously we have all come to our own ideas of what exactly happened. Some say that she was just with a friend. Other people say this just, we're all calling her, a liar. Out here in these streets, we calling her a liar. It has not been confirmed. They have not said it. They have not literally said, we found that all of these events that she stated were untrue in that.
She is on some scammer shit, and people are still giving her the benefit of the doubt. And then you look on the other side, they're blaming black men. Can't make this shit up, y'all.
We're pressing charges against her, which is personally what I think should happen because, number one, she did waste the resources of the local enforcement. She wasted so many resources, so much time that once we get, this is what made me mad. The fact that sometimes we scream as Black people, we scream from the mountaintops, Ty. We say, look at us, help us, please, somebody see us, put your voices with ours, join
Cry wolf when you're the wolf.
in with us. Use your platform, use your resources. We say all of those things. And when we get a story, when we get a situation and what we believe to be a real life situation that is of dire need, all of a sudden, here we find out that you're lying, and this is allegedly, let me say, you've allegedly lied. Okay. And so, it's really unfortunate. A lot of people are saying, the parents were in on it or knew what happened, but kind of continue to perpetuate the story because things just didn't look right. Things didn't sound right when they've done interviews. The parents, it's just
instantly did interviews. It was like, why are y'all so quick to speak out?
Absolutely.
I thought you need to focus on your daughter.
Absolutely. On one hand, you go from let me allow us to have our privacy to, the next day you're on television saying my daughter fought for her life and, this and that and the other. But we do have a certain amount. There's now several people who are speaking out about this. Let's go ahead and play this clip by Charlemagne the God, who says she needs to he's funny. He says, she was looking at the movie Taken 2, but there's some other movies that she does need to be looking at. Let's go ahead and listen to Charlemagne.
Use Google after you run it by people. I'm not even going to get into the movie she was searching. You really going to search Taken and then allegedly faking abduction? Really? Okay, I'll tell you some other movies that she should have been searching that she can relate to. I got a list. Dumb and Dumber, Dumb and Dumber 2, Ridiculousness. That's a good TV show. Stupid Is as Stupid Does. Wilding Out, because she was wilding. Okay, A Stupid Idea. That's a good flick. These are all real movies and TV shows, by the way. This Fool, that was on Hulu. Okay, what you think she at home Googling now? Caught. Mardia goes to jail. Orange is the New Black. Life. I'm just saying. I saw the good brother Roy Woods make a great point yesterday, and he said,
Bro, she's not gonna be arrested, y'all. She gonna get a slap on the wrist. I'm telling you. There's lawyers. She probably getting contacted by lawyers right now that's gonna eat this whole situation up. Make it disappear.
your jokes off, but be careful with the outrage because you're dealing with a Southern court system that loves to make an example out of black folks.
Yes.
And that girl knows she lying will
Yes.
turn into, damn, they really gave her 5 years just that fast. Now look, Carlee probably lied. Well, don't let that distract us from the fact that
Oh my God. Okay, so where he's going with this is I love the fact that he pointed that out. Roy Woods talking about, listen, you guys can joke around with this and all that, but let's keep in mind this is a real situation happening with this young lady's life and her family, and where you are in the South, they don't play that, and they will try to make an example out of you. So while we're right now making jokes and we're upset, think about this. It wasn't a light situation. Nothing that she did there was nothing light about it. But if she winds up being charged for something like this, they could very possibly just put her in the slammer and like just lock it and close it for some years. And then will we be like, okay, you're doing too much? Will we then start crying for justice for Carlee again? I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
The thing is, a lot of people are saying when you make false police reports, especially ones that are nationwide, it definitely requires, some discipline, and you need to pay for what you've done. But I'm gonna go on a kind of on a sidebar. The many times that people who are not of color have made false police reports that went nationwide and did not get any type of trouble. Is this a mental issue that we're facing, or is she just a person that is just making a horrible decision? And I just want to know. I'm just curious about the whole process. There have been so many people who cried wolf and lied for centuries and years and did not go to jail. So the fact that there were resources used in this situation, does she need to go to jail for it, or does she need to go to a mental institution?
You made a good point there. I do believe, though, there is something to say about an entire department or unit of authorities who will put their resources out there, and it becomes a national story. And then when you find out that it wasn't true, it's almost like you've been made a mockery of, so maybe that sort of is an underlying reason why they would choose to press charges on someone versus another. Like, hey, everybody knew we were involved. Everybody knew we spent days on this. But speaking of mental health, I know a lot of people tend to go that route first. Mental health. There's this idea that when something goes awry, where something goes the way that we don't think it should have gone, or we wouldn't have made that decision, everybody tends to point out mental illness. And mental illness is such a serious thing that we shouldn't take it lightly, and we shouldn't be so quick to label people with that. That is something that you have to be either diagnosed with, something that these people are familiar with themselves, and say, hey, I've been dealing with a form of mental illness or something like that. But I don't think it's just something we should throw out. But with that being said, Young Miami, part of City Girls, she's a rapper, and she actually chimed in. She was thanking Charlemagne the God for I guess his stance also is that not everything is mental illness. And she says not everything is mental illness. Some people will do anything for attention. And she says she doesn't see that this is a mental illness in Carlee's case. We don't know. We've not heard from the young lady at all. We've heard from her parents, but what is that doing? That ain't done nothing for us. So
we even heard from her boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend.
Okay, well, that's the other thing. The ex-boyfriend or boyfriend. Are we saying that he's the ex-boyfriend because he's taken everything down from his social media?
Oh, that's my assumption, of course. They still follow each other on social media, but he definitely took down the post that featured her. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. The
post, stick beside it.
Yeah. However, stick beside it if that's what you choose. Now, Tamika Mallory, who we know as an activist, and when I tell you, Tamika Mallory shows up for us, for our community.
Yes,
She goes, she will fly to whatever state, whatever city that it causes for. She is always on the front lines, and I truly respect her. And she was also one to use her voice when Carlee Russell went missing. And, also people like that who say, this is not, we need to use our resources. You guys need to treat us like you would treat white people. When you have front people, people who are in the front lines using their voices like that, I would assume too, you would think you've made a mockery of me also, because I put my voice on you. I put my stamp of approval on this. Well, Tamika Mallory, she went on and did a live stream after it was revealed from the press conference, everything that Carlee Russell was searching. She was like, this is such a dangerous game, and in my mind, I'm thinking, Carlee, are you was your intention just to keep this on a local level? Was your intention just to, make your parents afraid, or your loved ones who are in your close circle? What were the intentions? That's what I would love someone to ask her. Maybe she did not mean for this to go to a national level like it did, but it did.
Right.
It definitely did. So, but she's absolutely right, Tamika Mallory. It is very true. We need to understand as a people, we can't pull things off like this. We shouldn't, because we got a whole community that we're asking to back us. And when they do, when we all come together and we do back stories like this and people like this, you can't make a mockery of them. You just simply can't. Candace Owens is another one. Now, Candace Owens sort of called this from the beginning. She basically she's going in and talking about Carlee, and she didn't believe it. Everybody said that this is Jussie Smollett part 2. We know that
she wasn't wrong. That's so heartbreaking.
She wasn't wrong, and that's the whole thing about it. I rarely agree with Candace Owens, but in this situation, I guess she had either the discernment or the foresight. I don't know. She had something in order to say, that that she was lying, and it's really unfortunate. I don't know what's going to come of this situation. Obviously, we're going to report on the Raw Report everything that we find out about this particular case. But I want to get to some of these comments here. Okay, so Nico says another Jussie Smollett, exactly. Bold glaze, play silly games, you win silly prizes. Absolutely. Forensic accountant, that is wrong. It definitely is. Bold glaze, again, resources that could have helped someone else in need. And those are the problems that I have with it. Just, that this could have absolutely been used. That time, those resources could have been used towards someone else. I also have this thing, and I don't know. I've battled it since I was a young lad. I have this thing where I have such pride in our people, and I don't want anybody else looking at us sideways. I don't want to give anybody a reason to look at us sideways. Now, this is not shucking and jiving for the man. This is not, doing a 2-step to look cool. This is not that per se. This is just, I never want to give reason for anybody else to say we look crazy, we look foolish, we aren't educated, we aren't smart. Now, obviously, we can go there and talk about how Black people aren't a monolith. I love the quote, okay? And it's true. It is. I love it. But there are so many different people there. We're all a beautiful mix who come from different areas and different backgrounds. But in this situation, I just hate that it makes the community as a whole look bad. And that's my opinion. That's just where I stand with it. Do you have any thoughts about that on how it makes us look as a whole, Ty?
It makes us look bad because it's just like, what was the reason, Carlee? She literally called 911 and gave a play-by-play, even down to her real name, down to the actual color of her car, make and model. She gave step-by-step of where she was. Why did you go so far to be so honest on a 911 call, all to do a hoax? Like, there wasn't it makes me question if she was telling the truth, and if there is some truth behind what actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm curious, because why were you so honest?
Yeah.
And it's just so sad, but I want to applaud our people, because at the end of the day, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. As Shamika said, we were fighting to find this young lady. We had our boots on the ground, on social media, calling out for justice. And we don't need a situation of a little boy who cried wolf, like I said before.
Yeah.
We need to still continue, no matter what the situation is. If somebody is missing, we still need to fight just as hard, because there are people who are missing day to day. And it's disappointing that this happened, but we still got to fight for those who are actually missing.
That's a great point, and we will end it on that note, this particular conversation. But when we come forward, I definitely want to get to Wendy Williams, and I definitely want to get to Bryson Bryant, who was arrested for fentanyl possession. Right now, we've got news, traffic, and sports. I want you guys to stay right there and join in on the conversation when we come forward. You are listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl BB, and you're listening to me on The Raw Report on KBLA.
Well, that's interesting. Well, all right, y'all, man. I'm out. It's Player Talk Radio. Peace.